us?
Nah, it's like it looks like it's floating. It's not really floating.
Okay.
It's an illusion.
Well, maybe knock some sense into us.
So you're a fucking you're a movie producer.
A wannabe.
Yeah.
I'm a wannabe movie producer.
My man fucking contacted me one day and he was like, "Hey man, you fit this script very well." I'm like, fucking script? What are you talking about?
Wait. What was the role? Like, what was?
So, all right. So
This
this
angry
was,
female. No.
This was a short film. It was a short film called Finn, and it was a hitman role. And I needed a pimp.
Hey, why not?
He looks like he could, put a gold chain on him, put a,
Could be a good pimp.
I can picture him slapping some bitches.
I think so. Yeah, and he does in that
And he
short.
does. Well, what the hell?
In that short film, he does. He does.
the film.
Yes.
It's actually a fucking documentary.
Yeah.
He's slapping these hoes.
That's right. But
Whatever happened to the
to that one,
Yeah.
it's still sitting on the shelf.
He's waiting. He's gonna need one more actor, bro.
I
Take
needed
the
you.
role.
I needed you, man.
You need a Jew?
No.
What the fuck kind of pimp
What a
is it, bro?
transition.
Holy shit.
No, I needed you.
Yeah.
What a transition.
Did you ever like give that script to anybody? Like,
No, not that one.
No.
No. The one.
Other ones? How many have you written? Or
So, I've got 2 shorts, and I'm working on a feature film right now.
You have 2 shorts, or like you're working
2
them?
scripts. Yeah, I
Gotcha.
wrote 2 screenplays. One of them I actually produced. It was a school project that I did.
So I don't know the difference between this movie lingo, like
Yeah,
produced, directed. Produced doesn't mean like made it and we could watch it.
yeah, I might be using the wrong
For the
language.
most part, yeah. Yes.
What's the difference between a producer and a director?
A producer is like the project manager of the whole thing.
All right,
They're the
cool.
ones that hire the talent, hire the director, make sure that
Gotcha.
the food carts are there, make sure they
Everything,
put
pretty
everything.
much.
They're
Project
the
manager,
project
probably the best word
management.
for it.
Yeah,
And director just
he's one behind the bullhorn saying action.
what's it?
Pretty much. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I should be a director. Sounds
No,
like a
he-
fucking
he-
good gig.
The director's the guy who actually. Do I need to silence my phone?
Hey, yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, you don't have to.
There'll be other sounds during this.
Yeah, I mean,
Silence this
it's
thing now, but
it's just mildly respectful. So
I
if
know,
you
I
choose not to, it's fine.
I do choose to.
Just fucking.
I want to be respectful. I'm a respectful kind of guy.
Cut.
No.
No, don't.
I always
There's
find
no
it fascinating how somebody could. I don't know if I could write out a script and like think of everybody's conversation and what they would say, how they would react. Like, how do you come up with that? How do you?
Bro,
I mean, is it just like in your mind? Like you just like, okay, this is what this character would say, or
shit's hard.
How they say it.
It's hard.
It's art.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I would say
Writing
so.
is. I have to assume it's similar to writing a book.
it especially so.
Because you almost got to play every character in your mind
Yeah, you do.
to put it on paper,
And
right?
you don't want it to sound like you on every character.
Exactly.
You don't want it to be just you with every character. The one that I'm writing right now, I'm only about halfway through, and it's a feature, and it's an apocalyptic type film about an EMP strike.
I watched their video with
You
that.
seen that?
Yeah. I thought that was kind of actually what made me agree that hey, this would be a cool guest because if I read, I don't know if it was a post or something, just kind of like the plot, maybe not the whole plot, but I was like, yo, that's actually a dope idea for a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it, there is no movies about EMP
Right.
apocalypse. There's a few independents that I found.
Can you explain what EMP is? What
Electromagnetic pulse.
pulse.
Yeah, it's
Emp.
an imp.
Emp.
So
Like
EMP
shuts down technology or what?
So EMP can be generated 2 ways. One,
Is this like a real thing? This is not fictional. You
This
just
is a
added
real
it.
thing.
Probably
Okay,
let him-
all right.
Maybe let him
this
finish
is a
talking.
real thing. So it can be generated by solar flares from the sun, which aren't
Interesting.
really that powerful, but they've been known to knock out power grids.
Wait. Not powerful from the sun or not powerful relative to Earth?
To Earth, relative
Okay,
to
yeah,
Earth.
yeah, I gotcha.
Um,
Man.
But then the natural, it's naturally produced by a nuclear explosion. So
Awesome.
we're thinking about the Chinese spy balloon that came through. We're thinking about, something could have been in that. You know what I'm talking about? You remember
Right.
that?
Yeah.
that could have detonated. They could have had a dirty bomb in there or nuke in there.
A dirty bomb.
And it
Let me
doesn't
ask you:
have.
do you think so, or is this just part of your script? And
Do I think it will happen? Or could happen?
I guess, well, everything. All like, yeah. Like, what is your personal view as far as?
Bro, that's probably my
MO?
my worst
Fear.
fear is EMP. Not that I'm afraid of it,
Right.
but that's the worst fear that I feel like America
The most realistic.
could be attacked with.
Why is that? Why EMP? Why not cyber attack? Or
Cyber
well, actually,
attack,
that is
yes.
the same thing.
But see, that's the thing. Cyber attacks a
Yeah.
lot of times will happen in abundance prior to an EMP strike to throw us off our course.
right.
And that's kind of what happens in the film.
Yeah.
Cyber attack on the oil industry, oil fields.
Dude, Nick was telling me, a dude that we work with was telling me that recently Brandon, I don't know if you can pull this up for us, but a big casino, I don't know if it was a whole chain or one casino in either Vegas or Atlantic City got hit with a cyber attack, and like demanded ransom.
Yep.
Which it's crazy. You see it in movie plots and shit, but
This was real life.
they didn't pay and they actually shut the fucking casino down, these hackers.
Crazy.
Bro, and apparently like the size of the casino or the family, the chain of casinos is so powerful that they paid the media to shut it down. Like you didn't hear anything of it because obviously if that word gets out, people aren't gonna go feel safe gambling there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, they don't have any money. Like they cleared them out, cleaned house, robbed them.
That's crazy.
shit.
That's like
You don't have it
Ocean's
up here.
11 type
Heads up.
stuff. Huh?
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Fuck you talking about?
The Vegas. Oh, he wanted.
Brandon's just like doing homework on the other screen. Just Google like Vegas or casino cyber attack robbery. I don't know.
Yeah. So. EMP
So it
is
happens.
very real,
Oh, okay. Right.
and they actually Hawaii. I don't know if you remember hearing
Maui?
the news. a
I've
while
heard of
back.
Hawaii.
You heard about? I'm talking about. They did a
You're an idiot.
test where they set an EMP off and all the power grid went down.
That's
Oh,
what
you're not
caused
talking
all-
about what happened
That's
in
what
Maui
caused the
recently.
fires.
You're talking about something else.
No. I'm talking about
Yeah.
way before that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a very real thing.
Well, people know. I mean, when you say it, it's almost said nonchalantly, like, like it shuts the grid down. But really, what that means, bro, is communication. Like everything electronic is just
Gone.
it's fucked, bro. You're just
Fried.
it's you,
And
you
you-
and your stupid family in your stupid house with nothing.
Most of
Bro, you can't even drive. EMP,
Not today.
I'm surviving. You're not. I can drive. You can't drive.
old cars.
Your
Old
car's
got a
not all
Tesla.
fucking mechanical.
You got a
you
fucking
talking about?
engine, bro. I got a 5.7 liter Hemi.
What
You got
year
a
is
fucking
your,
computer in there, bitch?
What year?
Oh, it shuts that down too.
What year is
And
it?
now to the massive
2011.
cyber attack
Yeah, so
targeting
you would be
hotels.
shut down.
No,
Yeah,
I
what, you
have.
think it's all fucking cranks
my
and
God.
gears?
I'm telling you, the
Yeah, I'd be
cars
fine.
prior to the OBD or cars
I got
prior,
gas. It's gas, bro.
cars prior to electrical, because you still have a car and a computer system in there.
Yeah, but the pulse shuts down. I thought I
Everything.
figured fucking the
Anything
grid is
with
down, so everything would last until you can't charge it anymore.
No, anything with a chip,
Look
like
at
a
this.
circuit,
Wow.
a circuitry.
Yeah.
Well,
Can
it's
be-
covered by the hood though. The car.
So that's your latest work. Is this story
Look at this.
apocalyptic? Oh, that is an
Yeah.
actual fucking.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude,
Yeah,
it really
bro.
happened, man.
Did everybody freak out?
I would have.
No, I don't think the people in the casino knew. Like it didn't get.
Did generators kick on? It must have.
No, bro, they got robbed.
It's an a live Ocean's 11.
Yeah, basically, but like
real.
cyber wise.
I'm saying the lights and shit
look,
must have
yeah.
went out, right? If it was all.
Look at that. It's crazy, dude. Imagine that. Like you're the guy that makes a decision that's like, don't give in to the hackers. They don't know what the fuck. It's just a scare. Okay.
Yeah, they got insurance.
Yeah.
That is
Oh
wild.
yeah.
So what?
But
So
anyway,
you
sorry.
did the apocalyptic thing. This pimp guy.
Oh yeah.
What else?
No, that the pimp guy. That was an interesting story, by the
Yeah?
way. I think it's an interesting story, and it could potentially become a feature.
Sure.
But for now, I was just trying to write a short. Another short
like
that I had written and we did as a school project was Now or Never. Is about it. I originally had a bunch more scenes that I wanted to put into it, but because we turned it into a school project, I had to cut a bunch of scenes. But the premise
Why were they?
it was just time constraints and
Yeah.
the crew that I had to work with.
Sure.
They don't have the same vision.
Put
as-
Caleb on the grill.
They don't have the same.
Do you
vision.
do anything else as far as like outside of writing scripts and producing films and whatever, all that stuff, creating plays, performances?
Man, I'm a bum.
Yeah.
I'm a bum. No, I have 100%.
You seem like a pretty insightful. I see your posts on Facebook. Insightful,
yes.
articulate.
I'm not a bum.
We got a new cat, Sasha. Don't leave any cocaine on the table. The cat will jump up there and get it.
Dude, did you guys see that movie Cocaine Bear?
No,
I watched the first few minutes and shit, but
That was whack.
yeah. I mean, look, from what I've heard, it's an enjoyable movie, but you have to go into it knowing exactly what you're about to watch. You know, like
yeah.
just silly.
Is it really
is
about
silliness.
a bear and cocaine?
Yeah.
Is it like snakes on a plane? Like
No. It's
that's
like
the whole
think
movie?
of a human on cocaine, and now like a bear is just like rah rah rah.
What the fuck?
You know?
So the premise, Jay, is
That sounds pretty fucking stupid.
there was a
Sounds
drop.
pretty scary, dude.
They were doing a drop of whoever was running cocaine, and their plane crashed, and all the cocaine that was on there fell in the woods, and a bear came across it and started sniffing it and got addicted to it.
What?
Oh, I mean,
That's pretty much
Plausible.
it.
My God.
It is
it.
plausible.
Oh yeah, dude.
But there's
Like part 2,
there's a
Cocaine
docu-
Beaver.
there's a documentary
One or
about
two of those.
There's a documentary about how they made that movie or why they made that movie, and even that is a spoof. The documentary.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to go off on that tangent, but
Bro, you talk whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit if you got a video of you fucking a bear. We'd watch it.
you would probably watch it, wouldn't you?
I do. I watch anything. I watch some nasty shit.
So
Right now, I'm addicted to these videos of guys like fucking.
Guys fucking? What the hell?
All right, so I'm addicted to a new video of these guys. I guess they could be ladies too, but they take the hooves on cows and horses and just like fix them and clean them and drain the pus out.
Very
and
satisfying.
Shit. Oh, dude, it's so weird. They're like shaving down the
All
cow's
right.
hooves and like, oh,
I watch those too.
Is that a bit of
everybody
pain?
does.
I watch it, but you know why I watch them? I volunteer on a farm.
Do you do that?
I do. Well, I haven't yet, but to goats, I
Do they get their hooves
not
shaven?
to that extent, no. But they have to do
Yeah.
hoof maintenance on goats too.
It's wild.
But I
I
started.
can't stop watching it. It's so gross. The green stuff just leaks out. I'm
I
like,
think it's cool.
I'm like, oh, that poor cow's in so much pain. Nice. We saved him.
better.
They touch it. It's soft. He's like, oh, I know there's a cow here. I'm like, all right.
Oh,
I always think they're gonna like dig into the cow's flesh.
Oh, I know, bro. I'm
That's
waiting
so
for the
scary.
blood. Like they're like, I'm like,
that's
oh,
like
oh.
it's like your fingernail.
Fingernail, yeah.
Yeah.
You get into the quick, you're gonna start getting
Pain.
pain.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor
But
cows, bro.
But yeah, I go out twice a week now. I go to the place called Winslow Farm and Animal Sanctuary,
Yeah. What
Oh,
do you do
yeah.
there?
and so the place is an animal sanctuary. Most of the animals there have been abused. There's horses, goats, pigs.
Who the fuck abuses
Pigs?
a horse?
Oh,
What are you
would
doing
be
to the horse?
surprised, man? Donkeys. There was one donkey that was actually at auction to be sold.
Why pigs though? Why don't they just like kill it and sell the meat?
What are they doing to them?
So these people are very animal
You
lovers.
say these people. You're one of them.
I am. I am.
These people. Sorry,
Well,
guys.
I meant the people at the farm.
Okay.
They're animal lovers. They, obviously,
I love animals.
yeah,
Well, I'm saying like
Cow,
so
chicken.
they're abused in what way?
yes. So a horse,
Sexually.
one of the horses, Winter, he was actually hit upside the head with sticks multiple times.
What an
Is that
asshole,
because he
bro.
wouldn't get hard or
No,
like
I don't think so. I didn't ask that question.
why would you hit a horse over the head?
It's a
What?
bunch-
You said sexually.
What the fuck is wrong with you, guy?
Most of the people that work out
Is
there,
that what you do? Like when you don't get hard, bro? Does somebody hit you with a stick?
I hit myself over the head. with a
Come on,
stick.
come on.
No, I'm saying like, why would somebody abuse why would you ever punch a horse or like?
why do people steal, rob banks? Why do people?
Well,
do
I mean, to
anything
get
they
money
do?
and be rich.
Yeah, I mean, people like to feel power. I think they want
Nah,
to feel
I mean,
power, and
That was just a wild compare. Like, why do people rob banks?
yeah,
I can see that. That makes sense to me.
yeah.
I just want to be rich.
I want to feel powerful. I'm gonna go punch a moose.
There you go.
Yo, you
Or
ain't punching no
wrestle
moose,
a cocaine
bro.
bear.
Do you know how big a moose is?
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
You're not punching a fucking moose, dude.
That would scare the fuck out of me.
Bro, it's like a dinosaur. The side, like it's, you could walk under a moose without bending or ducking down. You walk under the moose, it's just like,
Get beat in the
you're
head by a
like,
piece of wood.
you look like, you know the things that go over your car wash when they're drying it, like
Yes.
moose's ball bag, dude.
He starts peeing on you.
Oh Jesus, you're sick.
What is the plural for moose? Mooses? Or
Moose.
yeah, is it moose?
Oh, there's a
moose
bunch
out
of moose
there.
over there. Sounds right. Kind of like,
Sounds right to me.
Okay.
kind of like
I'm not a.
goose. No, that's geese.
It's geese.
Oh, meese.
Mouse.
That's mice.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Oh, moose and goose. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Moose, goose, geese, meese.
There you go.
Shut up, bro.
We're rewriting the English language here.
How do you,
know
say
what?
plural platypus?
Platypi.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Platypussy.
So, whoa.
Platypussies. Platypus.
It's like
Sorry.
octopus.
I worked for Toyota when they actually like polled
Toyota.
all the consumers. No, the Prius, bro. And they landed on Prii.
Wow.
Is that really a?
Yeah, look it
Prius.
up. Fucking a flock
I think
of
that's the same
fucking
thing with
Toyota
radius,
Prii.
radii.
Whoever uses fucking the term radius in a plural form. Like, oh, the radii of those fucking circles.
Radiuses.
Man.
Radiolas. Areolas.
So yeah.
I'm a big animal person, but I'm not necessarily attached like most people.
Yeah.
Not because I don't respect animals. I think they have a purpose, just like everything else on
They're
God's
delicious.
green. Yeah, eat them.
Well, dude, I love animals and I need them. It's my only source of nutrition now.
No, I'm not.
No, you eat them.
Good.
I just don't think that.
I mean, we shouldn't punch them.
I don't think you should abuse them. Like if you have animals
Yeah, you
for
should
meat,
just kill them.
what? Right.
Don't abuse them. Just kill them.
Inhumane or humanely.
Yeah, humanely kill them.
But in the meantime, while you're waiting for him to beef up,
Fucking humanely
treat
cut
him
his
with some
throat.
respect, right?
No, listen, I'm just kidding. I'm with you.
I know.
I only eat meat. I don't like hurting vegetables or cutting
I
down
don't like
shit,
hurting
so
vegetables. Like
I only eat meat.
All right, we get. What do you guys? Are you,
You like hurting vegetables,
Hurting
like, yeah.
vegetables. Yeah, sentient.
I kick Stephen
Hey, what does
Hawking in the
sentient
face.
I'll fucking kick a carrot right in his mouth.
Oh, shit.
oh, I thought we meant old people. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
How about
Sorry.
Judy? What's your favorite vegetable?
Stephen Hawkins. She's the best. Shout out
that's
to Judy. We
hilarious.
love the tree lady. Oh man, she's getting sad. Remember the waka waka waka? She's like you know, rap music today. Waka waka waka.
Like, that's exactly what rap music
Yeah,
sounds like, Judy.
That's my favorite song. Yeah,
What kind of music do you listen to?
I like country,
country,
music.
of course, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, not
Yeah,
like
country.
not to prejudge, but
Southern
I
rock.
country right away. You got fucking flags everywhere.
Oh, sorry.
No, I like flags. I mean, you know,
Southern
flags,
rock,
Southern rock, like what?
like classic rock, like
Do you like
rock.
the Outlaws? Do you listen to the Outlaws?
Leonard
Outlaws,
Skinner.
Leonard Skinner. Matter of fact, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice.
Leonard Skinner, they're from Jacksonville, Florida.
How do you like Jacksonville? My buddy drove through one time. He said it sucks.
It does.
He's like, he called me like Chris was driving back and forth to Florida to pick up a car. And he's like, yo, I had to call you. I'm like, why? He goes, I'm driving through Jacksonville. I'm like, it's dope. He goes,
No.
it's the most boring thing I've ever done in my life. He's like, there's nothing, bro.
Well, to tell you the
There's
truth,
nothing.
a lot of Florida sucks.
He's like, this is
It does.
terrible.
It really does.
In
I think
reality, kind of.
The only place I've ever heard that's worse than Jacksonville is Sacramento.
Oh man, I've never been out that far. I've never been. Farthest I've been was Oklahoma.
I lived in Oklahoma for a
I
while.
lived in Oklahoma for about 3 years. That's actually where I joined
where
the
at?
Navy.
What?
Ardmore.
I never heard of that.
So Ardmore is kind of like right in the middle of Oklahoma City and Dallas, Texas. So
Okay.
Dallas.
I was actually
North
more
Sulphur.
west. I was in Enid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think there's Oklahoma City, Enid, and then Tulsa. Enid, I think is the second largest, maybe the third largest in
Yeah, I don't know. I
square foot in Oklahoma. But
that's where I joined the Navy from, was Oklahoma.
yeah, how long did you serve for?
13
Yeah.
13 years.
Where
So,
you what was your MOS? What'd you do in the Navy?
ton of stuff, man. I was a sonar tech on a submarine for about 4 years.
Oh, submarine. Fuck that, bro.
It's scary as fuck, bro.
Right.
Being in
How
that
about
pill.
these idiots, dude, huh? Going down to see the Titanic.
It
That
wasn't
sucked.
that bad. No, it's
Remember
not
that?
Yeah, that's not like
Fucking
that. though.
knuckleheads.
We use the proper parts.
We use the proper equipment.
What was the ticket price
don't
on
try
that
to-
submarine, bro? Like $1
$200,000?
billion,
We don't
dude.
try to
No?
cut
Like it,
corners.
bro.
Fucking 200K or something, called $250,000 just to do.
Did you guys see the transcript that came out of that?
No.
There was a transcript. I don't know if it was. It hasn't been confirmed that it was an official transcript, but
There was a bunch
there
of
was a
stories. though,
transcript that leaked out from the
Yeah?
motherboat
That
to
must
the sub.
Well, from what I read, I mean, there's probably not. I mean,
Much.
that's probably the scare. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they were scared or anything because from what I read, it
could
was
tell.
an implosion.
Immediate.
And an implosion is like, dude, I read something like fucking when you blink, it's like 30 something milliseconds.
Yeah.
And it was, when I read was an implosion is like, I don't know, less than a millisecond. It's like the equivalent of a fucking piston in an engine just going like,
Well, I mean, you
and they're
see,
vaporized. Like, they wouldn't feel, nothing would be felt, you know?
no, you're right. But they knew. If that
You think they
transcript
knew?
was real,
Yo,
they
can we
knew.
pull that transcript up?
They knew about 10 minutes before it was going to do it that something something wasn't right.
Yeah, and
They had to
that to
start-
me is when it's fucked. Like, you start panicking.
Well, let me ask you this: do you guys believe the story at all? Because there's a lot of conspiracy around that. You know that they were billionaires and that it was
They faked
tied
their
to
debts.
something. Yeah, they owed something, or I don't know what the fuck. There's always like some kind of story.
Yeah, the
behind it.
transcript.
I
Oh,
think
something's
that-
wrong. Damn.
I'm
How
like,
long?
I'm-
I can't wait for the movie to come out. That's gonna
I'm
be dope.
one for conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories, but
Yeah,
there are some that I just
you don't
I don't jump
like.
on that one.
Whoa, what's
Sandy Hook is one you shouldn't touch.
No, I'm not touching that one.
9/11?
9/11.
Sacrificing babies.
That's
You're in a
not,
chrome.
that's not a fucking
The frogs are gay.
conspiracy. That's what you do on the weekends.
Lizard people.
The frogs are gay.
You never heard that one? I listened to some Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Are
was
we allowed
wild.
to say that?
Huh?
Say
Yeah,
whatever
they're
you want.
going to shut us down anyway. It don't matter.
They're
They
gonna
were
shut
not
us-
in that thing, huh?
Bro, how about the
Yeah.
so
Oh, that
when
was the thing?
when COVID was going on, dude, it was so funny, right? Because we joke about it and like, oh, they're censoring us, but it was the time like you know you were in the cult, you weren't doing the show with me,
Yeah.
and my boy Drew and I like so we're doing it, and we kept talking about COVID and you know how we thought it was fake or whatever the case is, but every time we would talk about it, dude, they would cut off our like Facebook would stop our live feed. We had to redo it again.
It's fucked
It was
up,
kind of
man.
wild.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard that. So I read a whole
so-
conspiracy theory that
Oh, we
this
don't
was
have,
all
we don't have
bullshit.
headphones. Can't even hear this shit.
This was all bullshit. This
I don't think it was.
Are you making
man.
sure the volume is coming at least?
I
through
don't
so
think
the
it
viewers
was.
can-
I think. I mean, they started jettisoning their
all in order.
You see that? You see that thing on the bottom of it, the legs of it. They started jettisoning that because they were trying to surface, and it kept going down and not surfacing. So they knew if the transcript is right, they knew that they were screwed.
75.6. That would be way too shallow
Well,
for the
yeah,
amount
they
of
were
time they've been in the
How long
water.
is this video?
Anyway, the top side says thank you.
stuff
fuck
like this
this, fuck this,
takes
bro.
a lot of
30 minutes into the
planning.
script. The top
Takes a
side says
lot of
30 minutes in. Update,
you know.
please.
You don't
Yeah,
just
your-
be like,
your
hey,
lamp
let's get in
just
this
went off.
capsule and go down there. Like that's and that's the way it's projected.
The lamp just went off.
No, it was definitely a lot more to it than just.
That's what I'm saying. So like to the way
So the
in today's times, you think that somebody's going to go down into the depths of the ocean and their submarine is going to implode? Like I don't know. That just sounds so
So I think that
don't
this
know, man.
Flintstone-y.
the
Like,
guy that
Yeah,
built
definitely.
this
The
thing,
Flintstones were using submachines for sure.
he cut a lot of corners. He used a lot of he didn't use proprietary pieces. He would get stuff
no
right
shit,
off
the
the
controller
shelf.
was like
Some,
a-
a Radio Shack type video game.
Yeah.
The orange things. My bad, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah,
it's like-
so it was. There was definitely some shady shit.
I mean, if you show me that controller, I'm like, okay, I'm not going down there. What are you fucking crazy?
no way.
Now leave that one in. I
Now,
think
our-
it's just drawing too much from the orange one, bro.
Our subs were definitely.
And if you
a
want to
lot
swap
more
the
high
bulb, I would
quality.
assume we're good.
Did you ever, being a submarine, did you ever, I don't know, get scared or like, you feel, you know how like when you're in a plane, you feel sometimes that you're 40,000 feet in the air. Do you ever feel like you're however deep, how deep do those things go?
Oof.
Well, I can't really talk about much how deep they go. I can
Speaking to the mic over here.
no.
All I can say is,
All I can say. No,
if you were to think that they went this deep, you'd be right.
no.
Submarine.
Was I ever scared? There were 2 times that I was scared.
Yeah.
Once I was standing fathometer watch, which is the bottom sounder. That's the you send out a ping, see how deep the ocean is, right?
Sure.
So what is it, like a sonar that goes to the bottom and comes
Yeah,
back?
bounce
and
back and tells you how deep the water is.
That's pretty dope.
Now,
Did that scare you, or what was it about?
no, I was telling you the story.
Oh, okay, go
I'm gonna
ahead, go
Tell
ahead.
you the story.
See what happens when
So-
you listen, bro?
So one of the missions that we were on, I'm not really going to go into too much detail, but one of the missions was we had to video or take pictures of a coastline for
Cosigner?
a coastline
Oh,
of like a port
Coleslaw?
to send back for special operations to,
So you were a
to make
spy.
entry. If you think about a submarine's it's not small.
right.
I mean it is small
Can be.
compared it is small compared to a carrier or like we call them surface boats, but
Sure.
it's not like incredibly small. I would say from the top of the top side, not the sail, but the top side to the bottom. I think I forget now. I mean, we're going back. It's probably like 55 feet. I think it was.
Sure.
I don't know the exact number anymore, but
Where's the scary part? Let's go to the
yeah,
scary part.
yeah. Sorry.
Nobody gives a fuck how big the submarine was. Get to the
We're
goods.
not trying to build submarines over here.
But it will play a part in what
Okay,
I'm
all
saying.
right, all right. Sorry.
And that's because, so you have charts. On these charts, there are water depths.
Right.
Now, if you run into an area that the water depth on the fathometer is not matching the water
What is
depth.
that? A thermometer?
Fathometer.
Fathometer.
Fathometer, bro.
Shut the fuck
I'll
up.
just say bottom
Yo,
sounder
did you
for
not go to school?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'll say bottom
Oh,
sounder.
you went to public
fathometer?
school? You went to public school?
Fathometer. A fathom.
Fathometer.
You know what a fathom is, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
fathom.
Fathometer. Now, okay.
Yes.
Fathometer, bro. It measures the fucking depth of the water.
Yeah, the fathom in fathoms.
Continue, please. Sorry.
So if it doesn't match what's on the bottom sounder, does that make
Sure.
it easier for you?
Bottom feeders.
Then
Yeah, like if there's any discrepancy between, the fathometer and the actual depth.
Shut
Sure.
the fuck up, man.
Why are you so mad that I know what a fathometer is?
Stupid.
you have these soundings, right? Yellow sounding. There's actions that have to be taken if the bottom sounder operator
Drops out or
Well, if the bottom sounder operator yells yellow sounding, there's operations.
What is yellow sounding?
Yeah. So yellow
Oh,
sounding,
sounding.
only means that what's on the fathometer doesn't match what's on the chart. So it's all stop. There's a bunch of different actions that have to take place. Then you have red sounding. That means
Sounds worse.
you're about to run aground.
Oh, like you're gonna hit
Yeah.
not water.
But wait, how does that happen with our technology? Like that sounds again kind of
so
how could we ever hit ground? Well, we totally just missed it. It's not
Well, no, it's
so, bro? I mean, we've had a couple submarines hit
not water.
big mounts under the like dirt mounts, like
in today's times with
Yeah.
our technology. And,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's I mean you don't see outside the boat. You're going strictly off sonar. There's
Right.
no
No,
windows.
that's what I'm saying. Sonar's pretty accurate.
It is.
Jay's
but
like, open a
you have
window.
to. It's only as accurate as
Like,
the
look out.
operator.
Yeah.
It's only as accurate as the operator.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because it's you
Fair
have to
enough.
think human error. Humans might not. You know what I'm saying? It's only as. That's
Right.
why it's such a.
So
big
that
deal.
was a scary moment of like where
No. So this is what happened. This was the story. We pull into this area. It's a harbor. It's a fishing harbor. There's boats everywhere. Like
Right.
fishing boats everywhere. There's planes flying all over
Sounds
the
like
place.
a weird place for a submarine to be.
It's right. It is. It's very weird. A lot of the things that we do on a submarine
you guys in East Greenwich.
would be
Right. Like
no. That was
fucking
Russia.
Connecticut over
Fucking
there,
blue.
bro.
Yeah, blue. What are you guys doing?
That was Russia, man. That was Russia.
Just services for my takeout. Hey.
DoorDash,
yes.
Subdash.
Oh,
So
somebody out of fish.
So our job was to get as close, and mind you, it's broad daylight outside. Our job is to get as close as we can get to the coastline so that we can get the,
The best pictures. Yeah.
And the captain of our boat was
Drunk.
he was kind of a cowboy. He wanted to get the best picture he could get, so he just
Oh
kept,
shit.
he kept
That's
plowing,
scary, man.
He kept plowing closer and closer to
Now,
the
wait, hold on.
shoreline. Okay.
Is this so? I know in the service, like for instance, if you're in air traffic control, right, and you're directing planes up in the tower, they call near misses by miles. You know, you can be miles apart, but it's close on the radar. Is that what this is? Where you're looking at?
So
I mean, it's not really close, but it is close in.
you tell me when I tell you the story
all
what
right,
you
cool.
think is really close. So we get closer, and it's broad daylight. Let me remind you, it's broad daylight.
Sure.
We're 60 feet under the water because that's what periscope depth is, right?
Sure.
That's how far the sail is from the top of the water, and that's because the periscopes have to go up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're moving into the harbor. I'm seeing the bottom sounder just start to like go up. Like you're starting to see the water's
incline.
getting very shallow.
Yeah.
We get to yellow sounding. I yell, yellow sounding, yellow sounding. And the skipper's he's on the con, right? He's
captain.
He's the captain. He's got control. And he was like, clear yellow sounding, make the new yellow sounding something else or whatever else. So I did the same thing, cleared yellow sounding. Wasn't 10 minutes later, yellow sounding, yellow sounding. He finally turned around and said, "You don't have to call yellow sounding anymore. It's okay. I can see
man,
it. I
he
can
was a
see it.
cowboy, huh?
I can see it. I was doing my job. All right, I was just doing my job.
Right.
By the
You're
time
inching closer.
by the time we finally stopped and started going parallel to the shoreline, we were a mile away, and there was 30 feet of water beneath our keel.
Ooh, man, that's cutting it close.
It doesn't sound. It sounds like a lot. 30 feet sounds like a lot.
That's what I was
Nah,
saying.
30 feet's
but
not that
not
deep,
with
bro.
the submarine this big.
Right.
No, it's not.
And when you have to stop or whatever, or
And you're in territorial waters. You're not in international waters.
Yeah, so like
anymore.
if you hit something and need help, they're not gonna be like,
not gonna
"Hey,
be
come
friendly.
on, come on." Yeah.
And if even somebody spotted us, it could be an act of war where we were at. You know what I'm saying? The things that submarines do,
sure.
if surface boats do
Literally,
them,
like,
No
show
pun
them,
is
take pictures,
considered
show 'em.
an act of war because we go into some places that
So at that time, were you like,
I was shitting my pants.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because 30 feet is not that far when you're in a big submarine.
Yes.
And
I understand that.
there was tons of fishing boats out there, planes. Usually, if a plane flies over and you're at periscope depth,
Yeah.
one of the reactions is to do emergency deep, and that's to go 150 feet.
Because they can
Obviously,
see.
you don't have that.
No,
You don't have that.
there's no emergency plan. There was no backup plan for
Is
it.
that because the planes can see you?
Yeah, you can see from high up.
So
you
what
can see.
happens if, and I'm sure you guys do drills for this stuff. Let's say you do run aground, or you hit the fucking I don't know, whatever. And
You just put in reverse.
I know
and go
everything's
back,
compartmentalized, right, to some degree, where you would seal off certain areas. I mean, would you seal off fucking people that are on the other side of the wall?
There's only one wall really that splits the boat.
Oh, okay, I don't know. I'm ignorant.
No, I know.
Okay.
We call it forward and aft.
Right.
Forward,
Okay. I know.
they call us coners.
Yeah.
Because we're in the cone of the boat. The back aft was all of the nukes. Those were the guys that that ran the nuclear operator, all that
Like
stuff.
they're on their own.
If you had a
You
choice,
close that door.
if you had a choice to save half, which half would it be?
The coners.
Nice.
Unless you were a nuke, then you would save the nukes.
Right.
You better be the
No.
first. You better be the first one to push that fucking button. Then
I'm. It's just this is just jest, but you know what I'm saying. It's
Right,
it's
right.
kind of like
Until you have to
jokes,
make a
but
decision.
Obviously,
So that's a
don't
whole
leave no
different
doubt
kind of.
behind,
So
but
that at that time, you were probably feeling like, fuck,
I
my
thought we were
life
gonna run
is
it down. Yeah, I thought we were gonna run aground, man.
yeah.
And it didn't feel to me like the captain was pulling back at all.
Any other time where you felt your life was like, fuck, man?
What happened? How does that? You obviously didn't run aground.
No, we didn't. Obviously, the mission went. I'm
Fine.
sorry.
I
I'm
mean, he's
sorry
here,
for
yeah.
the anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But
Oh, so the captain turned out to be a fucking G.
yeah,
He's doing fucking
Cowboy,
low flies
baby.
like Top Gun. He's just
Hell
like,
yeah.
hey,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do a flyby real fast.
no, I like the skipper of our boat. He's I got another story for you in a minute, but I'll
Give us a break, yeah.
So the next time that I was scared was, dude, this story is like, this is crazy stuff right here.
Yeah, Brandon loves this shit.
Yeah. Why is that?
Nah, he's just always into like military stories. Loves it.
So we were actually in Dubai,
Dope.
and over there,
Wait, Dubai's the country. What body of water were you in? The Persian Gulf? Or?
yeah, Persian Gulf.
Okay,
we're in the
yeah.
Persian Gulf.
Blackstone.
We pulled into Dubai,
Yeah.
Blackstone. we pulled into Dubai. We were there, I forget, 5 to 9 days. I can't remember exactly how long. But
Yeah.
so the cool thing about the Middle East is gold is the price of gold. You don't have,
Well, I've been to the Middle East.
so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You want jewelry, you want gold, you look and see what the price of gold that day is.
It's at like value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike here. in
Yeah, but
America, where you got-
that doesn't make sense.
What do you
Because
mean?
the price of gold is just the price of gold.
Yeah.
But when you want jewelry, you're kind of paying for workmanship and the craft of it. You know, like the aesthetics of what it looks like. I mean,
But you
I
can
can go buy a
haggle
fucking,
though. But you can haggle with them,
Yeah,
and
it's
you can bring
definitely-
it down a lot
Oh
more.
yeah, that's like
what I was-
anything here too.
Not here. I mean, you go to jewelry
Here,
stores
you're
here.
fucked. It's like
Bro.
a 200% markup.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know, man, when I first started buying jewelry, dude, I don't know.
Brian Sapola, where you at?
I went to I didn't know any better. I'm just like, yo, I want a nice gold bracelet. You know what I mean? And I just started making a little bit of money. I go to K Jewelers, and I'm just like, oh, this is just how much the bracelet costs, $2,800. It is what it is. But I go to a local jeweler. She's like, you pay how much? This thing probably like $1,200 worth of gold, man. I'm like, God damn it, bro.
Yeah, they'll probably scrap that for
Yeah.
fucking 800.
She's like, they give me a discount. I'm like, nah. I'm like, I didn't know, bro. I just went to the store and bought a bracelet. But yeah, man, those fucking jewelry stores mark the shit out of that, bro.
yeah.
So it's a little different over there. You can haggle with them. You can get really inexpensive jewelry. Not inexpensive. You can
And
get
then like the
very expensive jewelry a lot
more
cheaper.
pure
You can
shit.
get. Yeah.
Right, a lot closer to just the cost of its
Yes.
weight. Yeah.
So there's this place near Dubai. It's not right in Dubai. It's right outside of Dubai.
Oh,
So
West Dubai.
not even it's not in Dubai. So the thing
is that east of the river?
I don't remember.
You're so stupid, bro.
I don't know.
That's a
West
fucking
Bank?
old comment
No.
that I made when I was 17. You still think it's
Oh, it's an inside joke.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, why do you do inside jokes on a podcast with a guest? It's so rude.
It's
My-
all right.
We were talking about New York. This chick was like, "Hey, I'm from New York." My man was like, "Is that east of the river?" We're not like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't say
guy?"
it with no accent, bro. I didn't say it with an accent. Just,
Fucking Tom Sawyer over here. Is
Just
asking,
say, like,
like,
You got
it was
There was a time in
hilarious.
my life where like I was
Hay sticking out of
responsible
your
for that
mouth.
region of guys, and like traffic going over the river was always tricky. So I in my head, I'm just like, all right, where do you live? This is the river. You're over here. Are you
It
east
just
of the
came out
river?
funny.
didn't come.
She's like, I live in Manhattan. I'm like, is that east of the river? She's like, what
didn't have
fucking
your-
river you talking about?
You didn't have your little stick with the little sack on it.
exactly.
Yeah, Joe, Jay is like, what are you fucking Indiana Jones? What do you mean east of the river, bro? She lives in New York, guy. She hasn't been outside in 4
Like she's
years.
from the Bronx. You don't know what the fuck the river is.
Wrong.
Bronx is actually east of the river.
Oh,
It is actually.
I wouldn't know that. But
Oh, that was a funny.
so we went to this place called the Gold Mart, which is it's a mall with all jewelry stores.
like a bazaar.
Kind of, yeah. So
How bizarre.
now in Dubai, they like Americans.
Yeah, I
We
bet.
have money. We bring money. Outside of Dubai,
They
you
don't
have
like
to,
Americans.
you have to be a little careful where with
Yeah.
what you're.
Yeah, the more orthodox.
Dubai is like the resort of the Middle
Yeah.
East, bro. When you stroll away from the resort, it's a little dangerous.
So we were at this Gold Mart, and you weren't allowed to travel together. You had to be in groups of 2 or 5, or in between, right? You couldn't be any less than 2, and you couldn't be any more than 5 because they didn't want any kind of like
Right.
consolidation of,
Right,
of
right, right.
military personnel.
Right. Fucking take out 10 motherfuckers at
Yeah.
once.
So we come out of this Gold Mart, right? We're sitting in the parking lot. The guy, we're about
What
to
if
get.
you're in like a group of 6, bro? And then somebody's like, hey, you're the 6th guy, come here.
I don't know.
Let them die together. We don't need a 6th one going.
I don't know.
I fucking want to get out of that bunch real quick.
I was a young
Young strapping
young
lad.
sailor, man. I didn't remember. I don't know all the
Young
rules.
sailor.
He's like, we're on the mainland. Where can I stick my dick in something?
Getting real tired of Fred.
Well, some stories there too, man.
Oh, okay.
But-
Yo,
I don't know how deep I want to go into some of
Jesus.
these.
no pun intended.
Pick a different word, guy.
I know, right? Say
Pick a
something
different word. All right. Let's talk about girls. No, I'm kidding.
How about them titties?
Well, we already said platypus.
You can say platypus. It's okay. You're like, we already said platypus.
I don't know. I don't know what you.
He's like,
When I said it, you said, "Whoa."
Can you scroll to our number 1 episode? I just need you to see what type of podcast you're on, bro. We don't give a fuck about the language. The
All
very
right.
first episode we did, look at the title.
you put the penis just
Oh,
there.
All right, okay.
That's how we came. We
I
came
just
in
know.
hot.
I just know what I said, and then you were like, "Whoa!" Like Made me feel bad for a minute.
No, I don't,
So I don't have a filter.
I'm sorry.
I don't have a
mean,
filter.
I didn't know you were sensitive. My apologies. I
I
don't
don't
want
have.
you
I'm
feeling
not.
bad. You said I
hold
made
on
you
a
feel bad. I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to feel happy here.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel happy here.
All right.
Nice.
Just in that moment.
I like you, Greg. I'm just buzzing your balls.
Greg.
man.
Greg, it's Caleb. Guy.
Caleb.
You call him Greg?
Guy.
Why you call
Yo,
him Greg?
Brandon, what the fuck, guy?
You got fucking Greg. I make it a point to remember everyone's name. You know, it's important to me, so I apologize.
It's
Yo,
all right.
man, his
My
name
brother-in-law is
Caleb
Greg,
with a K
so-
or a C?
C.
So CALEB?
Yeah.
I like that. It's my cousin's name.
Yeah.
With a K, though.
Is he? Do you like your
Jewish?
cousin?
No. Yeah, it's my kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good
I know
kid.
a lot of people for a while. You say Caleb, they're like, "Oh, I know Caleb. He was a real pain in the ass kid."
Nah, he's a good dude.
But anyway,
Caleb.
so here we are outside this Gold Mart in
Yes.
the parking lot, ready to get into the van and go back to the base where safety is.
Sure.
No, the base, the submarine.
Not sure.
Oh, sorry.
Some of the guys in our group was like, "Oh man, we wanted to check out Rolexes. They wanted to look at
The fake.
the watches or the
Rolex.
fake ones." And
Fakes are good now.
Go to
so-
Chinatown, Canal Street, New
Bro,
York.
you can just fucking go right on
So
Facebook.
here
or
we
something.
are.
$300. I gave one to Wes.
here we are. Some guy overheard this guy say it,
Fuck.
and when
Sorry.
Go ahead. Keep telling.
this guy is like full turban, like
Oh, you got to get racist
sandals, full.
He said sandals and all.
I'm just saying.
He had flies in his eyes. He had fucking.
I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just trying to
You're like, this
explain.
guy's a sand nigger.
I-
That's what you're trying to say.
no.
Yeah, is anybody peeping the live or are we just useless over here?
Useless.
So, all right, so full turban, white robe, sandals.
Smell
Yeah.
Probably
like
had
oils.
a lamp with a genie.
Maybe
Fucking
he's probably hiding in
monkey
there.
on his shoulder.
He was like, "Oh, you want Rolexes?"
Flew over on a carpet.
And
like,
I was
oh.
like, the other guys were like, "Yeah." He's like, "Follow me. I'll take you to the Rolexes."
Oh, of course.
And I'm like,
Come
Okay,
this
wait a
fucking
minute.
White fat American.
"Why am I walking in
In
a
an
group
alley.
with this guy?" So we start walking down these alleys,
Oh, no.
and I feel like I'm
At
in
one point, you don't think this is maybe not a good idea
the
for a
entire
Rolex?
fucking time. The entire
Jesus
fucking time.
Christ.
I thought it was a bad idea, and I kept saying to the guys, "Look, we shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
This doesn't feel safe to me."
Right.
And but can't leave
Runs
the
by
group.
you and throws a backpack.
Can't leave the group, man. But we were walking through these alleys. It
Hello, Akbar.
felt literally. It felt like you were playing a video game, like something out of a video game. We get to the end of this alleyway, and there's this road. Across the road is a house that has a garage door halfway up.
They have
They're
garage.
like, hey, go in there.
No. It gets
I'm just
worse.
fucking impressed. They got garage doors in the Middle
It
East.
gets worse. Yeah. It gets
Holy
worse.
shit.
So he comes to there's a row of houses. He comes to the edge. He peeks his head out, looks both ways. He runs across the street, dips under the garage door, and disappears. And we're all five standing there looking like,
All right, let's
do
form
we
a
do?
360.
what do we do? Next thing you know, you see the guy dipping his head under the, going, come.
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, no way. No
Which
way.
fucking cowboy is the one that's like, all right, I'll go first. Like,
I'm like,
whoever that motherfucker is, I want to hang with that guy.
we're walking into an ambush.
How many of there were you? At
Five.
There's
Five.
five. You're like,
You
all right, we're gonna
can't
form
have more than five.
A 5-man stack right outside the door on 3.
I wish it was something like that. But these guys just ran across the road, dipped under the garage.
This is it, bro. This is our military representing us overseas.
Now we're
Not the fucking brightest bunch, dude.
now we're standing in this garage.
I'm sure you guys like blended right in with the locals.
Oh yeah. We all had our turbans and sandals on.
Oh, shit, bro.
So at the back of this garage, there's the door, like a regular garage.
Sure.
This guy walks up to the door and he knocks 3 times, and you could hear this "Over."
Wait.
On the other side of the door.
Whoa.
Bro, you don't know Arabic?
Where-
Come on.
Do that one. What did you hear behind the door?
Over. I don't know
You
what
don't
they're
know what
saying,
that
man.
means?
I don't know what they're saying. All I know is that there was a muffled sound on the other side of the door making the same noise.
What, they were both going?
Yeah. Or whatever they were saying.
Shit, bro.
Bro, I thought we were done. I was making sure I had my will done. I was making sure I had my
You were doing
power
that
of
right
attorney.
then and there?
Well,
Wow.
in my mind, I was like thinking, I got my will done. I got this because I
You
thought it
grabbed
was over. I got it. I thought it was over, man.
So you went in. I mean, did they show watches? Did they
Yes.
eventually and everything?
Where's-
was
All my
cool
stories are anticlimactic.
Oh,
I'm
it would
sorry.
be no.
No, hey,
It would
listen.
be so pimp right now if you just pulled out a Rolex and put it on. Be like, so it worked out.
Rolex.
No,
out.
but it got even scarier than that because then that door opened and you walk into a room that's the size of a closet,
Yeah.
and there's just 2 Arab guys in there
Fucking.
and a table, and they close the door, and I'm standing at the back of the group, and I'm just like,
Watching.
"This is it. We're done. they're gonna release
Wait,
the
how
bomb."
many? There's 2 guys in there.
2 guys.
And there's 5 of y'all.
5 of us.
And
but
you think you're in trouble?
if they have a vest, they have a
Oh,
bomb.
you thought that? Oh, that's,
I thought for sure something was going.
Let me
down.
ask you a question.
That's
So
crazy. It
my
doesn't seem worth it
interaction
to
with
be a suicide bomber to only kill 5 people doesn't seem worth it.
We were American soldiers.
Yeah, true. That's worth like
That's
20 real
propaganda
people,
right
regular
there.
people.
Full propaganda.
Yeah, it's worth more than
my
other
interaction with Arabic people in the Middle East is very. I found that they were very peaceful. Very. No, I mean,
Well, Muslim is a super peaceful religion, man. It's just
very humble.
a lot
very,
of times the extremists
passive.
give it a crazy, like
Yeah,
image.
and submissive too. For the most part, you know what I mean. And I don't mean like sexually. I just mean submissive.
Man, we're
I mean
Here we
submissive
go.
in the fact that
Right
like
back to
they're
the
not like alpha males. You know, like Americans are just like
you,
You never
So-
met fucking
yeah, you gotta
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
some of those.
shut the fuck up.
That's your
Or
problem.
UFC. Yeah, well, fuck that dude, man.
I wish I could.
that was scary. At any rate, they pulled the watches out, put it on the table.
Everything was
everything
fine.
was fine, but I was sweating. That was another scary moment for me.
Yeah.
Fortunately, my
So
scary
we know
moments ended
2 of your biggest fears: going to the beach and watch shopping.
pretty much.
All right, we got it. Cocaine beers are good. Though.
Hey, I'll tell you what. So I was in the Middle East a couple times, and I understand that feeling of being the minority, feeling of you stick out like a sore thumb. There's no hiding it. Even though we used to ride around in armored Suburbans, and we'd have collared shirts, tucked into our cami, what we call BDUs. At
You
the
were
time.
Army, right?
No, I was Air Force.
Air
Force, gotcha.
But and we'd have our weapons on the floor of the armored Suburban doing a convoy throughout the Middle East. But even that, I mean, like, okay, yeah, we're wearing collar shirts, but you can pick us out. Like, obviously, we got high and tights.
Yeah,
I mean, the way we talk, the way we walk, everything. We stick
You
out
don't
like
have
a
a beard?
sore thumb.
No beards, bro.
Right?
Everybody
Yeah,
has a
it's
fucking
like there's
beard, bro.
no denying. Fortunately,
You're like, hey, assalamu alaikum.
yeah, exactly. No,
Wait a
yes.
fucking second.
Yes. Fortunately, where I was, I mean, I wasn't kicking doors down in Iraq, but I was in more, the Air Force has a defensive mission as opposed to an offensive mission, like the Army, Marine Corps, et cetera, maybe the Navy, were like the bitches of the fucking, outside
Navy
the
or
Coast
the
Guard.
Air Force?
The Air Force. They're like, we wear business suits and, that kind of thing. But
Which one is the bitch though? Of the military group, is it the Air Force or the Navy?
Air Force.
definitely Air Force.
Yeah.
And I say that, just our mission's different. At the time, well, when I was in, we were, we had the whole space exploration under our umbrella.
Yeah.
Now they got the Space Force. So, I mean, we got all the money. We got all the money and all the
Right,
budgeting.
right.
So our life was a little different,
Cushiony.
obviously. Yeah.
Man,
Where boot camp was at like a Planet Fitness.
we joke.
Yeah. It was like,
joke.
get some Tootsie Rolls.
There's interbranch, like joking.
Yeah, just-
Oh,
Yes.
of course.
jives and
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely.
I would. Any branch I would trust. Well,
I
not those
respect-
5 guys that were with me, or those guys I was
Yeah,
with. I
those
don't
guys
trust
are
them.
idiots. No, I'm kidding.
But-
I'll tell you what, though, being in the Air Force, I'll still fucking pick up a rifle. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'll still have someone 6.
Hell yeah.
I know the whole shit.
Well,
I know
that's
you
why,
would, too.
that's like the beauty of like basic
He
combat
was in
training.
the Army.
Were you?
Yeah, well, National Guard.
Thanks.
It's
Army National Guard,
you're
right?
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. No, it's cool. Like it seems so normal when you're in it, but when you think back and you look at it, it's like, wow, man. Like really, it doesn't. Like you can go to be a lawyer, you can go to be, a doctor. Like you can go and do whatever job you want to do, but the fucking foundation of everything is pick up a gun and shoot a motherfucker if you have to.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even a chaplain. Be a chaplain.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like
preacher.
fucking,
Yeah, I'd
just
kill a
preacher.
chaplain.
No, it's wild though, but it almost like now that like I think about it, it makes sense in so much of that is just applicable to life and
Yeah.
and business. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what we do, for example. You know, we work for a solar company, but it's essentially, it's, you know, we sell a product. You know, like we're a leadership company. We sell a product, but it's like you can do any job in the company, but the true value comes from your foundation of being able to sell.
Yeah.
You know, like you can do whatever you want and you'll always have, you know, like a cushiony job. But if you can't sell when shit hits the fan, if shit ever hits the fan, you're not going to be okay.
It will.
You know, so it's like if you come and be a chaplain in the army, bro, when shit hits the fan, you better find a gun. You know, you better find a rifle. You better find something.
Unless you're
even a fucking bro. One of my favorite things. I don't know if you. I'm assuming you did, but like just like bayonet training with the fucking knife.
Unless
You
you're
know, like when it
Sergeant
comes to
Dobbs.
real, like,
No, I've never been through.
No?
anything
that was
like
cool, bro. And then it came down to just like unarmed combat too. You know, like you learn a lot of that.
I don't
dude.
think so.
Unless
that
you're
was
Sergeant
dope.
Dobbs.
That was.
Hacksaw Ridge. Watch Hacksaw Ridge.
I don't remember. That's a little scrawny dude, right? He just wouldn't shoot anybody.
Wouldn't shoot.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That guy.
You know, I
Don't
always
want
think
that
of,
guy rolling with me.
Oh,
I always
dude,
think of the
watch that
reality.
movie.
No,
Watch
I
that
did.
Hacksaw
it's
Ridge.
it's the kid from Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the,
I watched it. I don't remember it too well though. I remember the premise, man. I might have been cocked when I watched it.
yeah.
Let me ask
I
you
was
guys a
drunk
question.
too.
Outside of being in the service, and I know that, you know, obviously we all did different jobs. We did different, you know, time in service, et cetera, et cetera. I always have the fallback mentality of, and this just might be like some ignorant ass shit, but like if I was willing to kill overseas, I'm willing to kill here in fucking the States. Like, I don't know if that's like some fucked up, like, you know, bro, you're like way the fuck out there type shit.
No, it just
or-
depends what the issue is. You know, like,
Every military guy's that way. They don't teach. They teach you how to kill. They don't teach you how to not kill when you come home. They program you to kill, but they don't ever deprogram you.
well, you should never
you know,
be
I want to be
deprogrammed,
realistic here.
because you're only
I
going
was
to kill
in the
if you
Air
have to.
Force, so it's not like this big offensive. I'm not special forces or whatever, and I don't want to downplay
Same with me, but I was in the
military
Navy.
policemen in the Air Force because they are like kind of the infantry of the Air Force.
Yeah.
But we're not kicking, like when we go into Iraq, we're not kicking doors down like the Army, or we're not, you know, doing reconnaissance like the Marine Corps.
Yeah, it's the same thing. With
We
the
are
Navy, dude.
defending. We take a defensive position, not an offensive. But I think about that, and I'm like, you know what? If I was, you know, there was a couple times where, you know, talking about, you know, your experiences, whatever, where, hey man, if I got the okay, I would have lit up a fucking whole family, and I would not have thought, you know, 2 seconds about it. I'm talking about children and all, and that's horrible. That's horrible to really vocalize and think about, but that's the reality.
Yeah, I won't let my kids go trick or treat at your house, bro. Fuck it.
I mean, you see.
I'm coming.
And if I'm willing to do it over there, I'm willing to do it over here. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel I don't know if that's like just a vet thing or like,
Most of the thing where I
was that an individual thing, like where you just fucked up, dude?
No,
So we didn't have to. If in the Navy, you don't have to. We didn't have to on the submarine. We didn't have to look into the eyes of the people that we were going to be killing,
Right. It's not
We
like
pushed a
around.
button,
It's not yeah, right. I
and
understand.
then read
that.
about the destruction in the news.
Gotcha.
your basic combat training was just like, all right,
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Well-
Now I was in. No, once I
you didn't
finished.
get a rifle, you just got a keyboard.
Once I finished with the submarine, I went into an expeditionary unit,
Right.
which was more security on the ground type.
Dude, how
Well,
do
and
you
that's the
drink so
thing. So,
much,
like, you know, when we went, so at the time, again, it was just, you know, a peacekeeping mission. We go to Kuwait, whatever. But
No, you're good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
are we pressed for time?
Employee meeting. No. It has nothing to do with time. I was just asking if there were any comments. Anybody?
Oh.
Usually Brandon Pavlakis will say some "What's up" shit or whatever.
probably not used to us. You know,
Nobody's
recording.
watching us, huh?
It's been a while.
Oh,
But,
somebody watching.
Nobody's watching.
There were times where, like, you know, where when we flew into fucking wherever
That's fun.
and performed security, if shit hit the fan, then shit was just about to hit the fan, and I was like ready, and it's kind of a fucked up moment because you realize that you're not yourself at that moment, but that is like the new you, and then you come back to the States where everything's safe and whatever, and it's like,
You know, it's like
Man, I will give me a fucking rifle. I will start shooting everybody.
it's like that.
It's like
it's like
fucking
that
fucked
guy.
up.
It's like the guy in Black Hawk Down. They asked him, "What do you think about what we're doing over here in Mogadishu?" He said, "You know what I think? Doesn't matter what I think. As soon as bullets start flying, politics and religion goes
Go
out the window.
Yeah.
And it's just
Right. Survival.
survival. Humans are programmed to survive. Life is programmed to survive.
Some of the greatest fucking heroes, not downplaying any fucking military branch, but some of the greatest heroes in that story, Mogadishu and Somalia and all that stuff, were Air Force pararescuemen.
Yeah.
They're a force to be reckoned with, dude. They are badass motherfuckers. Not only are they like trained to be like paramedics, and they fly into hostile zones to rescue pilots. I mean, they're just badass motherfuckers.
They
They're
really are,
they're
yeah.
trained so much.
They really are.
They never really get the credit like SEALs do. SEAls are like the everything. You know, everybody always talks about SEAls and Rangers, Army Rangers,
Delta Force.
But Air Force PJs, bro, they're fucking badass motherfuckers.
That's a great movie, by the way. Black Hawk Down, dude. That movie, if you watch it, the way it was written, you knew exactly, like you felt like you were in every unit.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's a good
saying?
Felt
movie.
that.
You
yeah.
felt that you were in every unit,
Dope
whether
movie.
you're the Delta Force, whether you're the Rangers, you felt it. That was a good movie.
I watched a banging movie the other day. Switch it up. I don't know if you guys are into like horror movies, but it was called Talk to Me. Whew, creep me the fuck out.
Sounds like something.
You know
Jay
what?
would
I'm
like.
into horror movies.
Creep me the fuck out, bro.
I can tolerate, the gore and whatever.
Yeah, throw the trailer up to this because I didn't even.
What I can't handle is like that creepy fucking religious shit. Like The
yeah.
Exorcist.
Oh,
Yes.
so,
I
bro,
can't watch The Exorcist.
the
'cause
original
I believe
Exorcist?
that shit.
Yes, dude. That's
did you
that.
see-
I believe it.
Did you
It's
see the
not
one
like
with Russell
monsters.
Crowe?
No, no. I don't like. I
You
just
gotta
don't.
watch that one.
Yo.
The last thing I saw was like the Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh, that
and
was a
I
long
was like,
time
okay,
ago.
yeah, it was a
that
long time ago. I'm
ago.
like, all right, I'm done. I
There's a
can't.
new
fucking-
one you should watch. It's got
Yeah,
Russell
no.
Crowe in
Yeah,
it.
it's brand new or no?
Bro, I
I don't know
believe
if
that
it's brand
shit.
new.
I
It's,
can't.
it's pretty new though.
One just came out.
See,
Like,
like
last
look
week.
at that. I can't.
Yo,
Like it's
this
not
shit-
horror. It's like
so-
actual creepy shit. Like,
So I didn't even know this movie existed, and last week I'm just looking for a movie to watch with the lady. We saw this trailer. I'm like, I gotta watch this now, bro. 20 minutes in, I was creeped the fuck out, and this movie just kept,
What was it on?
It kept getting better and better and better and better. So
like
what
Netflix or
it's about?
some shit?
No, it's we rented it on Amazon Prime. It was like 10 or 20 bucks, dude, to rent it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't,
Yo, this.
I don't like to be creeped out.
Nah, I mean, I just like when any art can fucking affect my emotional state that much, dude. It's
All right.
wild to me.
So have you
You
ever
know, like
been to,
when a song gives me goosebumps or something, or makes me teary eyed, like that shit impresses me.
have you ever been to a 4D movie experience?
I haven't. I'm
Yo, you
familiar
have to
with
go
them.
fucking do that shit.
I just saw
I saw The Nun in 4D.
I just saw a promo or like a trailer promo for a new 5D theater.
What's a 5D? What the fuck? Like the nun
Pull up
actually
the
is there,
video.
like
pull-
punches you or like
no, like
stabs
fire.
you in your fucking.
Like you feel like there's a fire, like the room is on fire.
So wait, hold on. All right,
bro, it's
so
just-
I've been to the 4D
It's
where,
reminding me of watching it, bro. It's wild.
like, if it rains in the movie, it's raining in the theater type
Yeah,
shit.
the
Shit,
5D
your seat's
That
vibrating.
sounds like a shit experience,
The-
bro. You're
the
just
fire-
soaked watching a movie.
that- I
Well,
think
no,
it's
you're
that
not
one.
soaked, but I'm saying like you're experiencing the movie. What's 5D? I can't even imagine 5D.
So, see if there's one about fire.
Where you feel
you
the
get
heat.
you get real shot. You get shot, bro. Like, oh,
Imagine fucking you watching a porno and fucking
You get
5D.
fucked. I
don't know where I
You get
saw it.
fucking poked in your eye by a
cheers
dick.
on you. What the fuck was that? You take off your glasses. It's just your dude next to you, bro.
Like, oh, it's salty as fuck.
I know that it looked like that theater was on fire. Whenever I was watching that YouTube video.
5D movie Fire Heat.
Wait, what was
What
that
do they
movie
want?
called that you
Fucking
said?
Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Yeah, check that
I
out,
can't
dude.
Fuck with like the creepy shit.
Yeah, it was, bro. It had me.
I
it
believe
had me.
that
don't
shit.
know,
That's
man.
why I
It
can't
had
like.
me, man. Yeah,
that's like
that
my
kinda-
reality. I can't.
No, I'm with you. So like,
Gore and horror, I can
monsters,
deal with.
yeah, same shit. Monsters, heart, like that's nothing.
Yeah.
But like the exorcism, bro, that fucks with me because it could happen.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like, I
Like,
believe in
yo,
that spiritual
that shit can happen, man. So I'm like, fuck, bro.
I'm not.
You ever see the movie, not Hereditary, bro, but The Visitors? The
I don't know. I try
Visitor?
to stay away from it, so
Yo, that's more like about fucking like old, like getting dementia, bro, and losing their fucking minds. Dude, this one was, oh man, I'm getting fucking
The
goosebumps
scariest
talking about
movie
these
that I
movies.
ever watched was Session 9.
What's that about?
I know exactly that movie,
Yeah.
and I went to that place,
Did you?
and it was in Dedham or Danvers, Mass.
Yeah. It was a.
Was it an
it's-
insane
The-
asylum
yes.
or something?
They were a
Bro,
construction company. With
fuck
some,
that.
They went in there to
me and my my friends and I, when we were younger, like we were into that, going to like the lad school and
think
seeing
you
this
told
haunted
this story
shit.
before.
I've told this story many fucking times, bro, because I went to that place and it was the scariest experience of my life ever.
No,
but yeah,
fuck
that movie's wild, man. That movie, they knocked that shit down.
I
It's not
can't
there
fuck with
anymore.
like the whole spiritual shit because I'm a spiritual guy. Like I believe that we're physical beings living in a spiritual world. So like anything that has to do with like evil and the realistic depiction of that is
Yeah.
like, oh man, you're like.
You've been seeing some of my posts lately on Facebook.
Well,
I know, he
I
blocked
read your
you.
shit, you know, like, and I appreciate you're articulate in what you're saying, you know, it's very deep. So, you know, I get that part of it, but like, you guys believe in stigmata and shit like that?
Ooh, that was with
I don't believe in that.
who was in that
stuff.
movie though?
No,
There's a movie Stigmata.
there is a movie Stigmata.
Who was in that? That was a
I
big actor,
forgot.
big name, dude.
Some chick.
I don't
but,
remember.
No, it's a dude. The is it Nicolas Cage?
Could
Oh,
have
maybe.
been. He plays in those types of
You
things.
throwing on Stigmata for us, bro? Timmy Wonka, what the fuck you doing?
Willy Wonka?
Like Willy Wonka.
The movie that scared me the most was the actor. It is.
If he's in it, you know it's gonna be scary because he was in The Exorcist.
No, who the fuck's the guy in Stigmata?
Who's that
Not it.
guy?
Who the fuck is that,
That's
bro?
Steve.
That's the first one. Exorcist.
What's wrong with you? Top cast.
Oh shit.
I guess it's not a big name actor.
Watch that movie, dude.
I remember that was a
So
dope
I'm
movie.
going to be
Stigmata.
straightforward. I don't necessarily believe in the statues crying blood and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really believe in stigmata, as far as experiencing what Christ experienced on the cross. That whole thing. However, with that being said, I mean, which is kind of contradictory actually to what I'm saying.
Damn,
I
that
do
video, we
believe in
got
fucking
500
demons, and I do believe in like.
Exorcism, like being possessed.
Yeah,
possessed?
because I have to, because that's actually in scripture. So,
You don't have to. You choose to.
well,
So-
no, the reality is that if either you believe in the word or you don't, and if you're questioning parts of it, then the whole thing's subject to
yeah, that's
Well, it
like.
should be. The whole thing should be subject
criticism.
to. Yeah.
You know, so
So I see. I look at demons and the devil differently than what most people look
not
at
the
demons.
traditional
It's
horns
not.
and red guy. and
No. I think that
pitchfork.
demons.
Little guy in the fireball bottle.
See, I think Satan is our carnal mind, dude. I think it's like God. He said, "I create good, I create evil." Right? And
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
under the sun that I haven't created, and He uses. He is a
Let
right
me ask
hand.
you, why do you think that though? Like, what? Give me your basis for.
So, first off, what is Satan, right? What is Satan? People think that Satan was an angel that fell from heaven. He was an angel that.
Why do they think that? They think that
Well, that's
because
it says
it's in the word,
it
right?
says that.
Yeah.
But it's an allegorical type tale. It's not.
Do you believe that?
Yes, I believe that in an allegorical
Not
type
literal.
tale. Not literal. Why would I don't think that anything God does
Yeah.
can be a mistake. God doesn't make mistakes. God doesn't lose control.
What if it's planned chaos?
By God,
Yeah.
he's gonna plan chaos in heaven.
Well,
Why would
okay.
you want to go to heaven if at one point there was
Well, no.
chaos?
Hold on. Let's just take. Let's say.
Go like this. You got fuzzy on your.
Let's
cheek. There
just
you go.
take
You
the
good.
flood. The flood would be planned chaos.
Yeah, but that.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
But I
would
don't
be-
think the flood was the globe. I think that was when it says the world. Like when you read the Bible, you have to. It's talking about that land. When they say the land,
Sure.
it's the land that they were dealing with, which was Palestine, which was the Middle East.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but let's go back to the point of planned chaos.
Speaking to the mic.
If you're talking about mass, you're flooding the earth, that's planned chaos, right? Obviously, I'm not trying to be condescending.
No, I know. I don't mind talking. I like talking about this.
Yeah, sure. No. That would be, everybody would be like, well, wait a minute, huh? God wouldn't do something like that. He's like some loving guy floating in the clouds and blah 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 blah. No, he's not that. He openly says in Scripture that he's an angry God and a very
he's
jealous
jealous.
God.
Yep.
Yeah. So like, if you cross God,
He's long suffering.
Yeah.
But there will be a judgment day,
sure.
and there was a judgment day for his people. That was 70 A.D.
Do you agree with the fact that he
What happened in
creates
70
death?
AD?
And he says that he openly says and admits that he not only
Everything is by him.
yeah.
So I think when
I
humans
bring blessings and I also bring curses.
So here's the thing. I believe that the world is billions of years old. I don't believe in I believe in creation too, but I don't believe that creation was
6,000 years
6 days. I don't think it was 6 days. There's a verse of scripture that says, "To God, 1,000 years is a day, and a day is 1,000 years." Right? He's not bound by time, space, or anything. He's not bound by anything.
Right.
So the periods between night and day in the book of Genesis, right? That was the end of an era, the beginning and the ending of an era, an epoch, right? So maybe there was a big bang, but that big bang was caused by God. I'm not discounting a big bang.
I'm with you. I'm following you.
Interesting.
I think so. When he created beasts of the field, he created them in mass. It wasn't just one or two.
Sure.
I feel like he created humans. It was in mass. It wasn't just Adam and Eve.
Let me add to your argument really fast, because I agree with what you're saying as far as the Big Bang. That could have been God, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, something coming out of nothing doesn't make logical sense.
No.
Right? When you're talking about evolution.
Like life.
Right? Yeah. Just coming out of, you have to have substance. Something can't come out of nothing. But anyway, as far as the Big Bang is concerned, and man, I totally lost my train of thought, man. I fucking lost it. Too much tequila.
we were talking about expanded
Something
periods
like
of time.
Big
Like
Bang.
it's not just. It wasn't a day and a night was a period of time.
Okay. This
Yeah.
is where I was going.
Okay, sorry.
So in Genesis, actually, God describes what a day is
Yeah.
in 24 hours. Hey, this is the day, this is the night. He describes exactly what a full 24 hours is. So we know, based off of what God actually says and instructs in Genesis, what a day is. So, and I'm saying, using that,
Yeah.
obviously we know that if the world was or the universe was created in 6 days, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he couldn't do that. He
Yeah.
could do whatever he wants to do. He's in control of everything.
It's God.
I'm just saying I don't believe that is. He's
Why
not
not?
bound
Why-
by. He's
why-
not
I'm
bound by
curious of
human
that too.
time.
Like if
He's
he
not bound-
defines
scripture,
it, why
the
not?
scripture says 6
So I'd
days,
have to
and
look at. I'd
why
have
would
to look
you-
and see where that script read that verse and see what it is. I don't know of that verse that you're talking about. I'll be honest, man. I don't. I'm just starting.
Right.
To
I couldn't
get deep
fucking.
into it, and
Recite it.
I'd have to see what the context of that verse of scripture is.
Have you ever read any other books? Like, have you read the Quran?
Have I read it? No, but I know the history as far as the Quran comes from Judeo-Christian beliefs. I know that there had to have been Judaism and Christianity before Muslim beliefs.
Islam.
Islam.
So
Which they openly admit.
So where is Islam from? Islam's from Ishmael, the descendants of Ishmael. So Abraham had relations with Hagar.
Relations.
What's
Yeah,
that? What does
right.
that mean? Had relations with?
He fucked the shit out of her.
Oh shit! You
And
fucking.
she bore him a son, Ishmael.
Yeah.
Ishmael was not.
I like this dude. She bore him a son.
I'm
We don't
so-
have people like that speak like that.
I'm
bro.
sorry. I'm old. I'm an old.
He
fashioned.
knocked that. He knocked that bitch up. All right? She popped. Boom. 9/11.
Yes.
I believe Islam today is like one of the fastest growing fucking religions, only because
What's
it's
the most?
faddish.
It is.
Dude, they come from
Faddish?
Ishmael though. They come from Ishmael. That
Of course.
That and we're gonna go into the Israel talk now. Like
That is the most popular. Might not be the best word, but
No,
there
that's
are-
exactly
like when
what
it comes
is.
to it's the most popular religion in the world, is it not?
so
Up and coming, yes.
they want it to be.
There are more Muslims
There's more
than any
people
other
converting
religion.
to Islam.
No,
than-
like right now, forget converting or up and. As of right now, like there are more Muslims than any other religion in the world. Is that fact or no?
No,
I
there's
don't know that.
1.2 billion Christians right now.
Yeah, I don't
Can you
know.
look this
I
up?
don't know the
Most
answer to
popular
that either.
religion.
I believe it's Christianity, and then the up and coming
Well,
is
just think of this, right?
Islam.
The most popular name in the world is Muhammad.
Yeah.
Is Muhammad traditionally a
Christianity.
Muslim name?
85%.
So, like I was saying, most of the world is Christian,
Yeah.
and then Muslim or Islam is pretty
you know
up and coming.
And I say this, there has to be
Like
some
I was saying.
credence to the fact that 85% of the world, or let's say whatever, believes in a certain. I'm not saying that it's scientific. I'm saying that there has to be
Well, think
some.
about it though. Like that's how kings
2.4
People aren't
billion.
fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying?
they were
third
for a
of the
very
world.
long time. They were in the Dark Ages, right? The kings.
Hold on. Let's back. Are you saying that that's the case because there has to be some fact to it? Like if that many people do it, there's got to be some
I see what
substance.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yes and
that's,
no.
No,
I'm
I don't think
teetering
that
on
because
the
you
fact-
know as well as it is.
I
like,
don't think that.
or you know as well as I do.
Yeah.
That the people, just because the most people do it, that's because of the ease of information that's that gets out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll circle back to 20 years ago, bro.
Okay,
And-
prior
hold
to
on.
the
Can I
internet.
finish?
Sure.
All like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
all of America thought that like eating fat was bad for you, and you should just have grains all the time, and cereal
Sure.
was good, but don't have cream cheese because there's fat in it. And now, as we progress and information is more easily shared, like
Yeah,
that's not the
I'm
case.
following you.
So I think just because more people are Christians everywhere doesn't mean that there's any truth to
Yes. However, I agree with you.
Thank
I
you.
100%
that. All right,
agree
next
with you.
topic.
No, hold on.
Next topic, I shut him down.
But
Mike Trout.
there also has to be some kind of acknowledgement that, you know what, people aren't fucking dumb either. When you consider the fact that
It was closer than I thought. 1.9 billion, 2.38 billion. I bet.
that's a huge number. And you're talking about educated people. You're talking about,
How do you know you're talking about educated people? You're just talking about people.
well, I'm just assuming
Dude,
in the
people
fact,
are
in that
followers.
2.3. Yeah,
Humans
right.
are followers. They don't.
I wish there was a stat because I would
I
be
mean, are
willing
we
to
saying
bet.
that in that almost 4 billion people that there's nobody educated? There's
No,
nobody.
but
there aren't archaeologists.
Of
There
course
aren't.
there are, but those same
That's what I'm
people
saying. So,
those
like-
same people exist in the Islam culture
Yeah,
or religion.
bro. That
It's still
it's
2
1.9.
billion. Still 2 billion to 2.4, bro. It's
Humans
a
are-
fucking
humans-
20% in like difference.
humans are 70%.
I'd be willing to bet. I'd be
water.
willing to bet a
There's some
substantial amount
credence
of
there.
money.
I'm just. That's all
Hold
I'm
on.
saying.
Humans are 70%
Do you think
water,
that
man?
hold
Water
on.
flows to the.
Hear this out. Do you
Don't
think
get me started
that
on
this
fucking water
has anything to do you think that if you were to find a stat on the age that Christianity has a much higher average age
Older.
of follower
Older.
than Islam?
Yeah, older.
I bet you it does. And I
Oh,
believe
of course.
I believe and listen, I don't have a
because
like,
I believe
can I
Islam
finish?
is faddish.
I believe that people as generation like people get smarter. We get more access to more information. That's just it is what it is. People get bigger, faster. We evolve. So I think there's something to say. There's something to say about it and I don't even know if this is true if the average age is younger.
Sure.
But if it is, I think that speaks more volumes than just the actual quantity of people that follow it.
So
I believe that Islam is more faddish
Why do you
nowadays.
keep saying that, bro? It's not sushi. Like
No,
It's
so
not-
listen.
it's
people,
not faddish.
people are people of habit, and whatever is cool, whatever's
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I
they'll
always
just
thought
fall
was
into that.
interesting? If you know,
It's kind of
That's
like hold on, just 1 second.
Train.
Let's say people buy
you can
more
say
Nikes.
it, bro. You don't have to. You don't have
People
to,
buy more Nike sneakers than, let's say, Champion.
You've never worn Champion and Nike shoes.
Exactly. People buy
No,
it's the same exact shoe, but I'm saying
not, bro.
like
There's a
it's just
quality
faddish.
difference. There's a quality difference in the shoe.
No.
Okay.
I don't think.
You don't have to think. This is not my
And
opinion.
Champion
That's-
and Nike?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
think they're
difference
all
in
made,
quality.
yeah, they're all made in a sweatshop in Indonesia somewhere. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
But these guys make $4 a day. These guys make $2. Like they just create a better product.
yeah, I don't
Maybe.
think that. I don't believe that. I don't
have
believe Nike's any better than
I don't.
Payless.
I don't.
hear-
Yeah, I don't.
You know what though? I can say this as somebody who like I spend a lot of money on sneakers, and if you put a good quality $200 like Air Jordan on, and then you put like a cheap shoe on, you'll feel the difference in quality of the material, the stitching, the weight, and again, you don't. I don't care to think what you think about it because I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah, I think.
I know
Nike's
you
the
don't because
same.
you don't know though. That's the thing you think.
No, we know that Nike uses sweatshops. They use fucking like
It doesn't mean
random
tho-
ass
yeah, but it
people
doesn't mean
that-
those sweatshops don't use better material. That's just a person. That's just
No,
the
I'm
people
just
doing
saying,
the
like,
labor.
I'm telling you my opinion. I don't think Nike's any better than.
You don't have to think, bro. The
You know,
quality
So
of
I do
material
think
is
that-
better.
I do think that the quality of Nike is probably better than a
Champion.
Champion
Payless. No
or-
prices.
champion. It may be a
Sure.
champion, but
It's
not
a
a
cheap shoe,
Reebok.
bro.
It's not better quality than a Reebok.
It's all the
or
same
a
shit.
Adidas.
It's just the branding. Just
Yeah,
branding.
I agree that
You're getting closer.
Most of it
you know,
is branding.
Reebok is closer in quality to Nike than the other like off brands.
Like when you buy a Nike shoe, you're buying the brand
That's
of
what
Nike.
you're buying. Yeah.
for sure.
same exact thing
That's why
as
you're paying a lot
Reebok.
for it.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah, yeah,
quality of there is a difference in quality of them.
Yeah.
That's like saying, listen, man, like
I can't tell the
I buy an iPhone for the branding, but I can also go buy Walgreens. I can go buy a $50 Samsung phone. If you're telling me that there's not a
Yeah.
quality difference between those two, you're crazy.
No, there's.
I don't
There
think
is. The
there's-
computer is different. The computer is better. The actual material, the phone with is better. The glass is stronger.
I don't know about all of that, but I think again, I think it's just branding. The brand.
Some of it is
People-
branding, yes, but
a
there's
lot of it. I would say a
People
lot
will
of it.
pay
A lot
for
of it is
branding
but
outside of Listen, my phone.
Let me give you- actually,
hold on.
we can do a
Just let me
test of
finish
this
for a
right now.
second.
We can
I'm
do
an
a test,
Android.
though.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm
Your
an
opinion
Android
is shit
guy.
if we can make a fact right now.
Well, hold on. Just let me finish what I'm saying.
Can you do me a favor?
I'm an Android
There's a
guy.
microphone on my desk. Can you bring it?
I'm an
me show
Android guy,
you.
right? My phone can do anything that an iPhone can do.
But they're the same. They're both branded. They're
Right,
like
but
the same.
iPhone is worth
yeah.
Same price.
2.3 trillion.
Well, the company.
Samsung is only worth
Now you're talking about
457.
something different, bro. We're talking about a product price.
Well, no, I'm
yeah.
taking the underdog. Like
They're
my
the
phone,
same price.
My phone can do exactly what your phone can do.
That's why they cost the same amount.
but you're paying for the branding. I'm not.
They're the same price.
For the most part,
No,
they
no,
are
no.
the same price.
They can't be the same price.
How much
as
is
Yeah.
your
yours.
phone?
Because
$1,100, $1,200.
Well, my phone might be what model is your phone? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you
Yeah,
have you have
I
your
think-
phone's $1,200,
I
like
think
top of the
iPhone-
line.
Yes,
and
top of the-
Samsung's
Samsung.
12. I don't know what
$1,200
model of phone.
Same
you have.
thing, bro.
Top
Okay,
of the
all
line
right.
They're
iPhone,
comparable.
top of the line
Yeah.
Samsung
But
is comparable.
here's the
in
thing:
price,
I
yeah.
can go buy a Samsung phone
Yeah.
for $50. You're telling me it's why did you pay $1,200 for something I could buy for $50?
Branding.
It's still a Samsung. It's the same thing.
Either you're paying for the branding or not.
So if you're into podcasting, you know that this is the microphone of all mics. Sure. This is literally sure.
Yeah. The podcast
So
mic.
this is the most popular brand of microphone. The richest, the best podcasters in the world use this microphone. So the brand recognition
Yeah.
is everything. Hold that. Touch that. Feel it. Then give it to Caleb. And I want you to tell me.
I don't know if I want to touch it now.
No. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me that you can. Right? Now, Caleb, touch this one and tell
dude,
me you
I-
don't feel a quality difference.
Yeah, that definitely is a lot more
All right,
quality.
come
I
on.
know that.
Think about what you're saying right now. You're talking about feeling a quality difference. Like,
No, there's
can
there's
hear it too,
there's
bro.
a quality difference in this versus this.
I'm not saying that
That's
there
not
isn't.
up for debate. But you were saying
no,
that.
hold on. What I'm saying is that just by merely feeling a difference, that's kind of that's a stretch.
I mean, a lot of guys
can
that
feel
do reviews.
quality.
A lot of
All
guys.
right, listen, we could take a shitty ass fucking anything and make it feel heavier, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
So what do you think? Maybe not just heavier. Feel the
lot of-
fucking thickness and strength of the screws.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
about it, bro. Like, you're not stupid, bro. I know you want to prove your point, but you're not an idiot, bro. You know
I
what
know, but
quality
you're using
is.
like some weak ass like.
Thanks.
I'm
man.
using something we're literally using, bro. Microphones and an expensive
I
microphone.
know, just because it's heavier and that doesn't prove anything.
Okay.
That
What
doesn't-
would make it? What would make you feel like it's better quality? Do you want to hit them
Honestly,
with a baseball bat and see
I
when
don't
one
know.
doesn't
No,
break?
no. Obviously, the sound quality and
Right.
that kind of thing, but
That's the best quality you can get in a fucking podcast mic, for the most part. Or it's top 3 on like any search that you do.
okay. I'm not.
Right. But there's
I don't know.
So what I'm
Like-
saying is like, yes, branding plays a part into the price.
Why aren't we using
but
the quality mics
branding?
then?
Because they're fucking like $400 a pop, bro. We're not rich
It's
over
kind
here.
of like Jordans. Jordan is just a brand name.
It is,
It's a
but-
brand name of fucking Nike.
But attached to it is a quality that is unmatched by cheaper brands. Again, this is you're not a guy that wears Jordans.
Think about what
every
you're
day.
saying though. Like
I don't
we,
have to
we
think
both
about it, bro.
know.
I have
well,
cheap
actually,
shoes.
we all know that those Jordans are made by
Brandon.
fucking $3 an hour fucking.
But who makes
people
them
in-
doesn't matter. The material that goes into it is what.
You think
the
that
quality.
material's different than, let's say, your?
I don't think I know. Like that material is different than this. How could it be the same
come on,
material
man.
but heavier?
Come on, man.
No,
You're
dude.
smarter than that.
No,
You're
I-
smarter
listen,
than that.
listen. I
at
understand
that.
you're trying to make
are
your point.
shoes,
Median
sneakers
age,
are
24
sneakers,
years
you know
old.
what
Here's
I
my.
mean?
What's bothering me is you're smarter than that, and you want to be right
No,
so
no,
bad. You're
no,
making
no,
yourself
no,
look
no,
dumb.
no.
Josh, you see it. 24 years old, Muslim. 24 years old.
Yeah, I'm
Average
not
age.
surprised, bro. It's there's something that goes to say when like the younger generation picks on picks up something, and what I always thought was interesting too. I don't know if y'all know many people that go to prison, but it's very common for people to go to prison for a long time and then come out after like they convert to Islam while they're
Yeah.
in prison. And it's like at a time where they have a lot of free time. Obviously, you're incarcerated. You read, you learn, you find faith. And it's interestingly that people go into prison Christians and come out Muslims.
That's because of the Catholic fucking church. The
It is.
Catholic Church has
They're
and I hate saying
Brandon,
this,
you
but
wear
I'm
J's?
going to say
So
it
here
just
you go, man.
because
Wear J's?
the Catholic Church has
I have
tainted
pairs.
Christianity.
You think
Here's the thing.
Any difference in quality?
This is my.
between them
Can
and,
I
Payless
can I talk
sneakers?
about what my belief is?
You can talk about whatever you want, man.
So
Wait, what do you want to talk about?
I'm going to talk about what my belief is. We're gonna get a little.
Let's skip that. No, I'm kidding.
So I think that through creation up to Jesus, it was that was like the
Yeshua. That's me.
what's the covenant, the old covenant.
Yeah.
Jesus brought in the new covenant.
Yep.
Now that was all pre-planned. God planned that long before. He knew when he breathed life into Adam and Eve that they were gonna.
Adam.
I was gonna say Adam and Eve. He knew that when he breathed the life into them, they were gonna screw up,
Yeah.
and he already had the plan. His ultimate goal is he wants his son to rule the earth. He created the earth for his son. It says that in John somewhere where he says everything that was created by him and for him. And so he wants his son to rule the earth. So he had to create a pure lineage for his son to be born into. That's where Adam and Eve came into play.
I thought Adam and Eve were the first two to just be born and then fuck.
No, there was tons of people that were born, but God plucked them out of the sands of the sea, which has been a metaphor for masses of people in the Bible. Plucked them out. He breathed consciousness into them. He breathed awareness into them. And he set them on the path to be heir to Abraham, who was...
Where are you going with this, man?
I'm going-
I'm not trying to dig.
Yo,
man. No, hold on.
You're such an
Listen,
asshole.
we're
no,
gonna
no, no,
transition
no,
this.
no, no. I'm not trying to be a dickhead.
Caleb,
I know
fuck
that.
him,
I
bro.
know Jay. I know Jay.
No,
I
no,
know
no.
you.
Hold
I
on.
know you.
I'm,
I'm going with... We're going to transition
where
this...
are you going with this? Like,
I'm going to
Jay's
transition into
drunk,
what's
dude. This is what
happening.
He gets, he gets dumber and he doesn't want to listen.
I'm going to
No, no, no,
transition.
It's like Jordans, silverware, it's all the same.
no. I just want to get to the fucking.
I'm going to
Fucking
transition
dudes,
Tell me your
this.
point. What
Teslas,
are your,
go-karts. It's just a car in the sweatshop.
Champion. Nike. No, I'm
I
going
hope you
to...
don't take it as
Samsung,
disrespect.
Not at all,
Two
dude,
cans
no.
on a string. A phone is
know
a
you.
phone.
I know you got to keep the story moving forward. I know that. I want to transition this into what's happening in Israel right now.
All right. Let's keep it light. All right.
When do you ever keep it light? So the Jews came from that.
all at the same time while they watch porn. My boy said, the Jews.
You say the fucking Jews, bro. It's about to get heavy as fuck.
No, brother, the Jews came, and then I came.
And that's it.
It's all their fault.
All right, so I don't listen. I'll be honest. I don't follow politics too much. I know like Israel, Palestine. That's where there's conflict right now.
Yeah.
Who are the good guys? Well,
I
who
don't
does the
think that-
news tell me the good guys are?
The news will tell you that it depends on which news you
All right,
listen
so if
to.
I watch CNN, who are the good guys?
Right
Palestine.
now, yeah, probably Palestine.
All right, so the real good guys are Israel then. I
And
got you.
Israel's not even really the good guys. But
the good guys
at
then?
any rate, there's
America.
not even America, in my opinion, is good guys in this
Nah,
in some
we can-
cases.
Why don't we just
but,
go end that shit?
But anyway, here's the thing.
I feel like could we not just go to Palestine and Israel and be like, knock it off, and then it would be done?
That's what Trump was doing, I think.
Like literally in those
The
words
Abraham
too.
Accords.
Guys, knock it off. Like,
It's a huge problem. No, so the Jews had all the
stop
laws.
saying the Jews, bro. You gotta find a different way to fucking describe
You told
these
me
fucks.
I could say whatever I wanted.
I mean, you
The
can. I was like,
Israelites.
shit, Christ,
The
man.
Israelites.
I'm gonna get hammered tomorrow by my Jewish friends, bro. They're gonna be
Israelites.
fucking throwing money
I'm
at
not
me.
saying bad things about them. I'm not. This isn't a bad thing. This is they were the
I'm
people
just
of
saying,
God
like, well, when you say the right, hear
Not
this
the
out.
only people of God.
during that time.
What is on your
during-
face, bro?
What
During
is on my face? What are you talking about? Jews
during the Old Testament, they
are
were
from Judah,
Jews.
but that
Not
doesn't make up.
necessarily.
Do you got toothpaste on your cheek? I can't focus.
Yo, what are you talking about, guy? My got shit on my face?
On the left hand,
Oh
what
yeah,
is
you
that?
got something white right there.
What is it? Semen?
The Jews came. No, dude, right on my face.
It's that
I'm
damn.
like licking my
It's that
my
damn
mom
moose
is
he
back
was
Come
in
here,
the
come
day.
here. Hey, come here. Remember your mom used to do? Come here.
Hey,
Look at
it's that moose he was under.
bro.
No,
I like it. Yeah, what is it? It's fucking. I thought it was a fuzzy at first.
Oh no, that's like this.
Just your skin? You got a little mole there? Oh! The fuck was that?
That was a little like patch for a fucking.
The Exorcist of.
Did you just rip off your flesh?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you have? Like a little thing because you cut yourself shaving or something?
Yes.
You dumb fuck.
All right,
I forgot to take it off.
I was like freaked out. I'm like, yo, I get two. It's like
Abraham?
there's something about Mary when she's got cum on her hair.
we're talking about Bible and cum at the same time. Abraham had two
Right.
sons.
Abraham came.
He did twice.
You never spanked it to Mary?
Ishmael and Isaac.
No, I'm good. Mary's for me.
Right? Ishmael and Isaac. That was the sons of Abraham. Isaac gave birth to Jacob. Jacob gave birth to 12 sons, which became
Holy
12
shit.
the 12 tribes
Tribes
of
of
Israel.
Israel.
Yes.
Yo, we
In
got more
fact,
comments.
hold on a second. Wait, let's slow down a second. Anglo-Saxon. Saxon is the sons of Isaac.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from.
It's possible.
Yo,
True.
click. There's
No,
got to
it's
be
fact.
more. Are there more that you're not? Fucking more.
Are you looking at comments to see what people are
Anyone
saying?
want McDonald's? Look.
Are we boring the hell out?
Josh liked the Mary joke. What up, Hannah? We love Hannah and Josh.
Who's Josh?
They're probably like, where'd y'all get this crackpot?
Oh, Josh, her boyfriend, Josh.
Yeah.
shit,
What did?
man.
You're like, who's Josh? I'm like, me. Like, you don't know, bro. What the fuck?
They're probably asking,
Who's
where'd
Jay?
y'all get this crackpot?
Nah, you're not,
crackpot?
even, bro. We've had plenty of crackheads on our
But-
show. You're not the first.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so the 12 tribes, man, the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah was the tribe that Jesus was born from.
Right.
That was the
lineage
purest
of
lineage.
David.
David was from the line of
Jews
Judah.
come from the tribe of Judah.
Jews come from
But there
the
are other
Israelites.
Israelite tribes
Israel.
Yeah, but
that
they all
lost
had-
their identity.
So Jews is just a religion, man. It's just a religion. Jews
well,
is
no,
not.
it's an identifying. They come from the tribe of Judah.
Yes, if you're talking
looking
about
slim
old
on
Old
camera, dog.
Testament, yes, that's true. They were a lineage, they were a bloodline, and they came.
Right.
But
The Benjamites came from the tribe
yes,
of Benjamin.
exactly.
Benjamin.
Yes.
The
So
Dananites came from the tribe of Danan.
Exactly.
The Dananites went up to fucking
Oh,
Europe.
that makes sense, bro. So there were people in Paris, right?
Yeah.
Well, so now we know where they came from.
so once
The
Jesus,
Parisians.
once Jesus
Parasites, you idiot.
came, and once he died, once he
Cracks me
resurrected,
up. You're like, oh, the fucking Damonites come from Damon.
once,
The
once-
Israelites comes from Israel.
right? So
Parasites.
I feel like that joke didn't get enough credit, dude.
No, it was
Sorry.
actually pretty good.
The more you think about
Parasites.
it.
right now.
I know you're drunk. You haven't opened your eyes in 90 minutes, bro.
Right. That was an Asian.
Oh, I'm
joke.
sorry. Where are you going with this?
He's on that trail. I'm going with that.
Okay, Dad.
The
You don't want some tequila? I feel like you're way too sober for me to talk to right now.
if you want me to drink some tequila, I'll drink tequila.
Well, you know he's drunk, bro. At first, he's like, I want to drink whiskey. Okay, I'll
We're
take
drinking
tequila.
tequila. You said dick to tequila. What do you want? You want to stick your dick in there?
I didn't say dick.
Yeah, he didn't say dick to tequila,
I
bro.
think he
That's,
said. Let's rewind the
that's
tape.
your imagination. You want some tequila?
Sure, we'll do some tequila. So
Oh boy, you're gonna be all right. You're not gonna be like one of these people that comes, gets way too fucked up with us, and then we feel bad. We gotta walk you into your house, tuck you in, make sure your tick clothes
This
are
guy's a
off.
serviceman. He's a veteran. He knows.
Bro, I'm
how
a
to hold
sailor.
his
Like
own.
I don't have to
Bad.
take you home, tuck you in, just like
He's
rub
a
your
sailor.
dick,
He's
get
gonna
to bed.
blow every dude in here.
there was no. I was only going. I'll
Okay,
make it quick.
I'll make
sure?
it quick.
it'd be a first.
Go ahead.
70 A.D. Jesus prophesied the destruction of the nation of Israel. They didn't see him as the Messiah. They turned him over to the Romans. The Romans crucified him. That was
Whoa.
all planned.
Hold on a second.
But that was all wrong.
The Jewish Sanhedrin
Yes.
turned over
Yes.
Christ.
Yes. But
And it was the Romans, the Italian Romans, that pinned him to the fucking cross and
exactly.
killed him.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I say something different?
I don't know. It made it sound like
You
the
said it was-
Israelites, because that's different.
But they were they were the Jews. I have to say that because that's
Well,
what their
you
their
could say
religion
Jewish
was.
hold on a
people.
second. Not
Jewish people sounds way less weird than the Jews.
Okay, the Jewish
Every
people.
Jew
Like
is-
hear
I'm
this out,
sorry.
right? Just hear me this out.
You're right.
If I say, oh, black people, oh, the blacks,
No, you're right.
just sounds different.
I was just.
Listen, I know you're just. I actually like Jews. I love the word. I'm just saying, hey, man.
I like the Jews too.
well, let's
Jewish
Kinda
people.
juice.
Sorry.
let's just be accurate
Not
though.
juice
So
right now.
every
Orange juice, apple
every
juice.
Jew is an Israelite, but not every Israelite is a
True.
Jew.
True. They
My
lived-
boy's
the
coming
people
over.
From,
He's Jewish.
The people from the nation of Israel, the people that lived in Israel, were Israelites. Most of the Hebrew Jews, most of the Judean Jews
Yeah.
were in Israel. That was the land that was promised to them, right? So, what I was saying is that
It was the Jewish
Their
people
leaders-
at the time. They're the ones that
their leaders were so caught up in tradition.
Yes.
They were
Not
so caught up in
tradition.
the law
Not the
that
law.
they missed the Messiah, and they thought that this guy was a heretic. So they turned him over to the Romans,
right.
and the Romans crucified him.
Fuck them.
Yeah, it was the fucking Italians, man. They're always
So-
fucking like
Cilantro.
they're like, hey, fuck this guy. We're gonna pin him on a fucking cross. He owes us money.
You know who Rob Schneider is? You
Yes.
see, I never knew he was funny, like doing stand up. And then last year he put a stand up on Netflix. It was actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
So
You're not letting this go, huh? We're gonna do
We're
this.
I
gonna
don't-
talk about the Jews.
like,
we're
I'm
gonna
telling
do
you,
this.
people probably listen, maybe.
Yeah, not Jews
and I don't
anymore.
wanna leave them-
There goes our Jewish
I don't want to
audience.
leave them
Like,
hanging.
fuck this guy.
All the fucking Steins are out.
I am not at
All
all.
the fucking Willowits.
I'm not at
Josh
all.
will be perfect with. Oh, he's Jewish, bro.
I'm not at all against the
But can you
Jewish
apologize
people.
to my friend?
I'm
No, the camera's
sorry.
over there.
I'm
The camera's over there.
sorry. I'm
That's
not against the Jewish
sorry, Josh.
people.
His name's Josh Goldstein.
Josh Goldstein.
Well, no. Here's the thing.
I'm not against the Jewish
pe-
people.
The
I know,
Jews
bro.
from Judah are not the only Israelites.
Correct.
Let's keep that accurate.
Correct.
There was a whole bunch of Israelites that lost their identity. They scattered across.
That was 70 A.D.
Right.
The
there was
Romans surrounded the
73
city.
AD. Yes.
The
you're right.
Romans surrounded the city, destroyed the temple, all the way
It
to
was
the
the
ground.
Danites, the Benjamites.
all of
well,
the
Benjamites
all,
went into the
all
tribe
of the
Judah.
tribes of Israel
I love
were
you. I can't
scattered.
answer.
And the truth, the early church had the truth. It came right from Jesus,
Yes.
so they had the truth. It
then-
was a perfect church.
The uprising of Catholicism.
Yes. Once that truth
Fucked
went,
everything up.
Once that truth went into the darkness, God fulfilled His plan. His Son came to earth. He founded a church, the early church.
Yes.
He taught us that
He
you can
actually
be-
taught the Old Testament
Yeah.
traditions, observing the Sabbath, and all of those things.
Yeah. So
I hate
that was the point. But 70
I hate you
AD, I
guys.
believe.
religion and Christian talk, bro.
You don't like Christian talk. I'm sorry.
No. It's
It's
very
very
it's me. It's me. It's I don't know. It's just because it's not like a passion of mine. I don't live that life. I'm not religious, you know. But kid, like,
I've just
listen,
been
talk
diving
away.
deep into
I
it
can tell.
lately.
Like, it's cool. You know, what I do appreciate about you is you're not full of shit. You know what you're talking about. Every now and then I hear people get into this because they grew up to be Christians and like their parents took them to church and they think it's right, but they're just like blindly following, you know. And then they'll talk to Jay and he starts talking about like scripture and facts, and then they don't know what the fuck to talk about anymore. They realize like I don't even know what I believe, you know. But at least
I know
you're
what I
educating
believe.
yourself. You
Yeah,
know,
I
listening
have-
to you talk about this fairy tale is like listening to somebody talk about something they're well versed in. I'm sorry that was disrespectful, but it's like I don't know. I can appreciate it.
You know, when you dive into it, it's
Well,
actually very interesting. It's kind of like the whole.
Well, dude, it's like a subject that somebody's an
history.
expert in.
It is history.
It's
Yeah.
historical.
But it's a very specific kind of history.
It is.
You know, it's
You have to ask
subjective
your-
history. It's subjective history, which I guess almost everything is. But it's
Well, it's history that actually happened. It's not so subjective.
I mean,
Like there
bro,
are there
hold
are
on,
texts.
hold on.
There are like even if you if you
Well, maybe
read,
this is just my ignorance, but
if you
don't
read
some of
the
these
Maccabees-
motherfuckers live to be 640 years old?
yeah, but that was in the Old Testament. That was long before. That was when there was more
Yeah.
carbon in the air than there is now. Carbon prolongs life, makes things bigger.
I'll
And they're
put some
trying to
carbon
Think
on
of
my
plant
dick.
life when-
I'll put some carbon on my dick.
The prehistoric. That's why we had dinosaurs, because there was way more carbon in the air than there is today. Because we want to make carbon neutral and we want to bring everything.
Well, put it this way:
Shit,
if
man,
I
you're
said to you,
smarter than I thought you
I'm
were.
sorry.
or let's
No,
say,
it's a good thing.
if I said
You're
to
looking
you,
for a job?
No, why?
We just want to have a co-host spot available for you.
if I said to anybody, hey, listen, after somebody clinically dies, medically dies, is it possible for them to come back to life? They'd be like, well, no, obviously that's science,
Bro.
If you're dead, you're dead.
No, you've never
No,
seen
hold on,
them.
wait, hold on.
Clear.
Exactly. No. This is where I'm going with it. Even after science fails, there's still something beyond that where people do come back to life.
But isn't that science? Like using electricity
So-
to shock their heart?
No,
They're not like, they don't just
you
stop
can-
and say, God, bring them back. They
No,
fucking
it's
shock their
science-
heart.
Science cannot explain life in and of itself. Put it at at conception.
I believe science does explain life within itself, because I think that
Well, we
you
know
can't-
for a fact it doesn't.
you can't marry science, and you can't divorce science and God. True science
Of course, science will always prove
will always
God.
prove God.
But what I'm
Fair.
saying is that, like, at conception, when life actually happens, science can't articulate.
Well,
that.
the
They can't.
odds are very low for it to happen.
Like, there's a sperm that goes to the egg, and then all of a sudden there's this life happens, but
Is that
they
where your
don't.
sperm goes?
Scientifically,
I mean,
they
it's the
can't
same
explain
thing as
that.
a seed
Sperm
in the
goes on my
ground.
woman's
Really,
back.
like it's just like it's
Okay,
bacteria,
sure.
it's
Sure.
microbial. It goes down to-
Mitochondria?
Sure.
Yeah. So
At that moment when something becomes conscious, science can't explain that.
yeah. Well,
From
that's why they
hey, there was just a sperm,
Koji.
there was just this egg, and then they came together, and then all of a sudden,
Boom.
there was
Brett.
something happened. Something happened that where now
the
this.
sperm has the fertilizer in, and fertilize the egg, and the egg.
But that explains like the physical body of everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't explain me.
So
You know?
Consider this really fast before you dive
yeah.
into
Yeah, before you fucking
So-
teach me about the 7
me,
commandments.
you, and Caleb and Brandon.
I'm
we're-
sorry,
We
man.
can dissect exactly what we're made of, the ingredients.
Yeah.
Like we're a certain
you could-
percentage carbon.
You
we're
can
a
do that
certain-
with 100 people and you never know who that person is.
Well, what
You'll
I'm
just
saying,
know what they're
hold
made
on,
of.
really fast. We know the
I said it really
recipe
fast.
of what it takes to create a human. However, if you put those exact fractions together, okay, this amount of carbon, this amount of oxygen, this amount of gold, this amount of silver, whatever the stars are made up, because we're made up of the same exact shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you put those things together, you would never have life. You would
I
just
don't know,
have
man.
I don't
They're
so
cloning.
you would just have a mold of.
But
Man, they're
that comes
cloning
from
stuff.
something that's alive, though.
yeah.
You know,
but
so
they're
like,
taking these.
whether it's reproducing or cloning,
but
it
they're
takes life
also-
to make life.
But they are. But
I
they're-
think that's what Jay's saying. You know,
150%.
right? You can't
if you
just
look
go
at
and
science. They're growing human ears on pigs. They're growing.
But that's life creating life.
you have to put it on a live pig to grow it.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's going with it. The only thing I think that it's tough to say is that it can never happen because you only know what you know up until now.
It's
Right,
not gonna
you know?
ever happen. God won't let it happen. As soon as humans start creating humans, He's not ever going to let.
Well,
that
let me
I
happen.
ask
don't
you
think
this.
we
though.
can.
Hold on. Have
think
we
we can.
not created life in a different form than we're accustomed to when it comes to something like artificial intelligence?
That's a very good point.
It may not be biological life, but like, dude, it's getting so good where it's conscious.
But it's data, though. It's all data driven.
Well, put it
Maybe,
this
what
way.
is a
So-
human though? Like everything you
Human-
do is
That's
just
a great
Human
it's
is
data.
electrons.
You know, every decision you make, everything that you know in life is just fucking stored data that you've learned throughout your life.
Think about
Yeah,
this.
but
You
it's
could never
electrons, it's
differentiate.
neurons, it's
Let me just interject for a second. You could never differentiate between happiness from AI from happiness from an actual human. All you have to do is replicate the reaction, the physical
Correct.
reaction. Now, you don't know if that AI is actually feeling it or not, but they're reacting the same exact way
the rapture.
physically,
Someone's
right?
like saying, the
Have you
rapture.
ever seen the movie Ex Machina?
No.
I have. Where is
yeah.
that dude that has like a girlfriend that is AI?
Yeah, I love the way you summed that up.
Oh yes, I
no,
did
it's
see that
it's
movie.
where like he goes and he knows it's
Something
an
like that.
experiment where it's an AI person, like it's an AI woman, looks like a woman, but he
Yeah.
knows that it's AI. But it becomes so real and the AI is so powerful. And that's where technology is leading us now.
Sure.
But it gets to the point where he actually believes because the AI
it's
does
real.
such a good job tapping into his emotions and understanding how humans communicate and how you can manipulate them, that it leads him to believe that she's in love with him. So she devises a plan to escape because it's an AI. But this is where the AI became conscious, where like I want to escape and I want to be in the world. I don't want to be contained
But
in a
is it
simple
How do you
actually
think AI
conscious?
will ever be conscious? I don't think it will.
What
ever
is
be conscious.
consciousness? I mean, how can you say?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Consciousness-
is it?
I'll tell you
at
what
the,
it
at-
is.
hold on, but at that point, I would say yes, that was conscious AI
All you gotta
because
do is replicate the physical
all
shit.
all it did was put its wants above everything else around it, which is kind of like survival. You know
The
what consciousness is.
The only thing that can create consciousness is God, in my opinion.
Well,
I agree with
mean,
you.
I understand that because of like your belief
But
system.
you could never tell the difference
You
if
wouldn't.
something that was AI reacted the
That's
same
that's
exact
true,
way.
yeah.
Now think about this.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
AI is also programmed to read body language and mannerisms. So now
Exactly.
it's taking that data. So
Yes.
now when it gets to a certain point, you have the AI that is aware of this and another AI that is aware of this, and then you
Yeah.
just have two people.
It's kind of
like-
crazy.
Then you just have two people
You
because
start
that's what I
wondering,
do.
Am I AI? You start
I'll
to
give
wonder.
you this
like,
bionic dick right now. Shit,
I
AI,
use
that,
an
son.
AI dick.
Stab me in
you
the
know,
arm and
so
see if
it's
you
kinda
bleed.
like, in a sense,
do I not bleed?
that makes me believe like shit.
But I know,
like,
but
we
with-
already created
with,
life.
with nanotechnology. I mean, like
Yeah.
even if I bleed, is that something that's manifested? Like is that real or is that just
Yeah,
something
movie-
that
I don't watch that movie again.
I don't know.
that's something that's created? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's only
It's
one
crazy.
person. There's only one thing that can create something out of nothing.
Well, so
What,
all right.
God?
So
Yeah.
to wrap,
Yeah.
so to wrap
Well,
this
hold on.
all up, hold on.
Wait, no, you're not wrapping shit up yet. I
No,
have
no,
a
no,
question
no,
for you.
wait, no.
I don't want to
saying-
wrap. Why are you
I
trying to
know.
wrap it up when I have a question
No,
about it?
no. You can still
Wrap
have
my
your
balls,
question. I'm
bro.
just saying.
I'm gonna
So-
ask my question before you wrap it up.
No. Hold on, wait. But I
Caleb,
started talking before you
said-
started.
That's fine. I'm gonna finish talking.
No, hold on, wait. Listen.
You
Just
said the
let
only
me
thing
say
that
this
can
really
create
fast.
life is God.
If
The question
God
that's super popular though
is
who created God?
no. Hold on. Forget who
Nobody created
who
God.
created God for
Why?
a second.
Is God alive?
No, he's a
Listen,
spirit.
If
What is a spirit?
He's an entity. He's not a human. He's not a man.
I didn't say
he's
is
not
it a
woman.
human. I mean, a pig is not
it's
a human, but a
just
pig
like
is
a
alive.
computer,
A tree
if
is not a human.
computer,
It's alive.
Spirit.
If there's nobody that creates a computer that is less intelligent of the computer itself. So us being just even existent, something
See,
greater than
that's
us.
entirely false. That's
All right,
entirely
prove me wrong.
false.
All right, say
well, I
it.
just understand the concept. Like
Yeah.
you can be a computer. I'm sorry. You can be a human. You can create a computer and program it to scour the internet and take all the information in that it would
Sure.
take you 7 lifetimes to intake.
AI.
And then that's what AI is. Now
Yeah.
that AI,
But would
bro,
that be greater than its creator?
you said more intelligent.
It is
and
more
one-
intelligent.
1,000%. There
All right,
is
just
hold
in
on.
bare knowledge.
No. Well, intelligence.
What
is
about
intelligence?
emotional intelligence?
Listen, this
It
goes.
has the ability to learn. That's what AI is, bro. I don't think you understand the levels that AI can get to.
Look, this is going to go back to the question about me being a sonar tech on a submarine.
Sure.
Yeah, but you already told us you almost crashed. I don't know if I trust your fucking.
Well, I didn't. I was doing my job.
I
It
don't.
was the
I don't
captain
trust
who-
you
All
like,
right,
when it comes
let
to
me
submarines.
propose
But
this.
humans,
this-
though, I'm saying the human element.
Yeah.
Humans are the ones that make the decisions that deal with emotion and deal with. AI will never make a decision. At least, it's not made yet, and I don't. Maybe it will be, but
can humans create something that's greater than themselves?
It's already been done.
yeah, it's been done.
In what
Well,
aspect?
hold on.
Are you talking about?
No, wait.
I'm talking about.
It's impossible to answer that question unless we know how you define the word great.
I was just
Okay,
going to
yes.
ask the same thing. What is
Perfect.
great to you?
I'm talking about its entirety, not just, let's say, smarter, knows more information. I'm saying, do you put any kind of credence into emotional intelligence, like where let's say you're
But that
authentically
is-
sad?
No, you know why I don't? Because emotional
Well, hold on.
intelligence. Well, let me answer you, bro. You
I know,
asked
but
a
I'm
question.
not done answering.
You asked a question, bro. Let me answer. You're like,
Let's say
do you
you're
put credence in
legitimately
emotional intelligence?
Just let me finish.
Finish
2
what?
seconds. Let's say you're emotionally, legitimately sad. You feel those things. Can AI feel those things?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, you
It
don't know that.
It can
It
replicate.
can't.
It
It
can
can replicate it, but it won't
the
really feel it.
Physical, right?
It won't really feel it, but it'll mimic it
How do you know?
because it doesn't have consciousness. Consciousness is only something in humans. Even animals don't have consciousness.
That's absurd to say. You've never seen a dog sad or happy?
All right, so their consciousness is very, very rudimentary, but to the level of
Well,
humans.
that's what. All right, so that's all. Consciousness is just rudimentary, because it's just a feeling, good
hold
or
on.
bad. Hold on, I'm not done. Everything else that you associate with feeling good or bad is learned from your culture, your society, your upbringing, your people. Because there are things that make us feel good and feel happy or feel sad and mad that don't affect different people that way, because that's just not what they learn. They don't take those things personally the way that we do. So, like, happiness is just a feeling.
Sure.
Well,
You
how
know what I'm
much
saying?
credence
It's not
do
a
we?
state of mind. It's just a feeling. It's an emotion.
How much credence do we put to? I don't know who the thinker. You know,
Man, this guy.
I am therefore, or what is that saying?
What's the
I think,
The
therefore
thinker?
I am, or whatever.
Well, that's just kind of like manifestation and shit. You know, like, I think, therefore I am. Like, this is what I believe.
Well,
this is what it is.
I'm saying that's the point of where somebody realizes that because I can think, because I can feel, therefore I understand that my consciousness is actually real.
yeah?
Where a dog is not
No,
thinking those things. A
they don't.
gorilla or a whale.
That's all nature. That's all that's all
Instinct.
instincts and nature.
Yeah, they're not thinking like, "Hey, I exist in this
Exactly.
world."
They can be sad.
How do you
but
know that?
for things that are like
We
right
don't
here.
really know that. We
Like-
just apply like.
But
human,
don't is it gorillas or chimps? Like, I know one of these like breeds of monkey or whatever is incredibly intelligent. You know, they come up with languages and communicate with each other. So who's to say that they don't actually just have thoughts and have dreams and have?
Have they made any roads?
Well, I'm
Well,
not saying they
They're
can't.
not on
they
the
do.
human level.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not saying that they're. Listen, there's no debate about who the fucking alpha species is on the planet. I'm not going
Right,
there
it's
with you.
humans.
But you can say that, you know, like other species don't have thoughts.
But it's humans.
You can't
because God
measure
gave
that.
Gave that ability to us.
I believe that too. That's just my belief.
Yeah, listen, I
And
love
again,
beliefs, you know?
I don't want to sit here and like talk about. I know
It's too
you're
late for that, bro. It's been 2 hours of
comfortable.
you talking about fucking.
No,
I'm
this is a great
sorry.
conversation.
Yeah,
This is like,
you don't even
this
have to
is great
apologize. I love it.
change.
You can take cilantro. How you gonna cilantro? You didn't take the fucking.
I'm
Let's get this guy drunk.
I'm not gonna shoot it. I'm not trying to get drunk. I gotta go home.
Don't bring this guy back. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, bro.
Get a little buzz. But
How long has it been? How long have we been going now?
2 hours, bro.
An hour 47 minutes.
Okay, all right, we're about there.
Yeah, we're about to wrap this up. You got anything you want to add before we go?
what have we talked about?
Everything. Hey,
So,
man, it's
listen,
been a
hey,
pleasure, bro.
So
Yes, man, it's been good.
yeah, Melted Cheese Productions. That's my production. That's that.
Yes.
Look
Before
for,
we let go, where do we find this shit? Let's look up everything you have right now.
So right now,
me.
right
Okay,
now I
that's
have.
all right.
Right now
Whoa.
I only have.
Whoa. Fuck
Chill
you
out,
just
guy.
said it.
Hey.
I'm like, pound me, like,
Hey, listen.
chill, bro.
So right now I only have a Facebook page.
Yo, have you been doing clips? Bro, good for you, bro, for
Yo,
remembering
fuck you,
everything.
man. Don't fucking clip
Good
that
for you for
shit.
remembering shit, bro. I don't even remember how to start this. It's been so long since
There you
we've
go.
done it.
That's my.
That's
my
you with
face-
the beard?
Yeah,
Bro, grow the beard back.
I know, right?
a
My
rocking
wife
beard.
don't like it.
Who cares? I'm kidding. I'm like, fuck her.
That was we were doing a 40. I've done a couple 48-hour film challenges. We were doing a 48-hour film challenge
I did
there.
a 24-hour stream before. I streamed video games.
Oh, really?
24 straight hours, bro. I was fucking cooked.
That was one of the films that we were doing.
Were
for
those your
the-
kids?
No, those are just the kids that were in our film. that
that's
was we
weird.
had.
All right,
To,
that's a little weird. All right, let's go past that.
Oh, fuck.
It wasn't that kind
Was
of.
our filming kids?
And I got the beard, and I got no. I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ, where's the van?
It's outside. No,
Oh,
I'm
I
just
love
kidding.
you guys.
You provide services?
Chill out, bro.
So,
We're talking about kids
Brandon
over
says
here.
4 words. 4 words the entire podcast. You provide services.
We're talking about kids over here. He's like, you guys provide services?
Can I rent one of those kids or what, dude?
no.
Melted Cheese Production. Where'd that name
Yeah.
come from?
So I like melted cheese.
No shit, bro. I fuck with that, dude. What do you put? What's the weirdest thing you put cheese on?
Dude, I melt cheese and just eat it plain.
All right.
Wait, what kind of cheese? That
Any
really
kind of
matters.
mostly like a
Cheddar.
sharp or a cheddar or like a white American.
Yeah.
Why is it got?
You know what's weird is a weird kind of
White
cheese.
American.
I'm so sad, bro. I just recently realized I had to cut American cheese out of my diet, man. It's such a good melted cheese.
too, man. That's a great
Yeah,
cheese.
you know what it is? There's a lot of sugar in American cheese, and that's
Really?
like the opposite
Man,
of what I want right now.
We buy
Crap
three.
bullshit.
We buy 3
no,
to
just
4
like
pounds
Land
over the week.
O'Lakes from the like deli American cheese.
Like government cheese?
We buy 3 to
Gum
4
cheese.
pounds over the
cheese
week.
product. Singles,
It's like
baby.
not even real
that
cheese.
cheese just fucking. You gotta like try to separate this fucking. It's
Comes
not
in-
this tiny little
Hey,
cup, bro. You gotta like
yo,
use your fingernails to scrape
You're
it
like,
up.
if it comes in a bus, you know, it's
Yeah,
like
that
some
big ass
government
block,
cheese.
bro.
So I had a website, but I got rid of a lot of stuff. Over the summer, I had my kids, so I was like, I kind of slowed down on writing the script. But now that they're back in school, I'm gonna pick back up. I took down a lot of the stuff that I had.
If you
but-
really want to like, I want to support you. Like, this is awesome. Stop making excuses, bro. Just get your shit together and do it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all it is.
I know, man. The kids are in school.
I don't
blah
have
blah
anything
blah.
on my YouTube.
Get to
I
work,
have
bro.
a YouTube
Nah,
channel.
get to
Yes.
work.
Bullshit.
Get to work, bro. Fuck with the kids. I don't give a fuck what the kids do, man.
I know it. Right?
You know it, and I know. We all know, bro. We all know when we're bullshitting ourselves, bro.
No, you're right.
You know, fuck them kids.
I have a couple actors already tied to the film.
You need any really good actors and comedians? I'm
need some, like,
professionally trained.
these are
I'm a
guys-
professionally trained artist.
Pull up the voice of God.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Eric Holloway.
Fuck Eric.
You won't be able to hear it though.
Oh, you won't be able to hear
Our
it.
viewers were all 2 of them.
Oh. No, pull up. Just type in Eric Holloway.
That's
actually.
you, bro. 8.4 million views.
No, Eric Holloway.
Oh, 8 views? No.
That's not me. No. That guy right there, the bass voice. That bass voice.
Wait, I know that guy.
You do
We
know
all
that guy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got him?
He's one of my
Fuck
actors.
you. You're lying.
I swear to God. We could pull it up right now.
Eric Holloway. You coming on the podcast? What the fuck?
Eric. The voice choice.
He's gonna play.
I'm real.
He's gonna play the.
you. Sure, you see that brand?
Yeah.
Oh, he's legit.
Sure,
Responsible.
sure.
Sure.
Throw Eric Holloway on the grill.
That
Eric,
guy, have you
a
heard that
bitch.
guy sing though? He's the bass. He's got that really deep bass.
You
hear?
sing?
I do. I can sing.
You sing?
He's.
What do you
I'm
sing?
not gonna sing for you though.
Why not?
What? Come on.
Man, I saw you asking that girl a couple months ago to sing, and I'm not.
He watches the podcast.
I watch your podcast, dude.
baby.
I'm not.
Did
I'm
you
not
see us
singing for you.
have my boy Connor sing?
No, that's
Boy,
so,
Connor.
that's Eric Holloway. He sings the Hoist the Colors with the bass voices of TikTok. You gotta listen.
Colors, man.
Gotta listen to him sing, dude. The guy.
Hoist the
It's a
colors.
very
You can't
deep
hoist.
voice.
He's
You
got.
cannot hoist the colors anymore.
He's
bro.
got
Like,
one
we
of
gotta
the
just let them chill.
deepest voices. That only a couple thousand people in the world have a voice as deep as his.
I'm one of them right here.
I'm telling you, you listen to him.
Okay,
I
that
wish.
guy doesn't have a deep.
No, not
Who
him.
is that?
That looks like Paul.
That looks
That's,
like.
is that a man?
Paul McCartney. Eric Holloway though.
Wait,
he was
that's
he
a
was
man?
He's an army veteran.
That's
by
not
the
a
way.
man.
He's an
That's,
army
you
veteran.
remember, that's not a man.
I wish you could listen to it. I wish you could hear
Hoist the
him.
Colors. If he can sing that and fucking hit those.
I
low
want you to
notes.
hear him sing it. Is there a way to hear the audio to that?
Nah, because we don't have the headphones plugged in. We kind of half-assed our
to my
first episode back.
understanding,
I'm telling you, that guy is.
What's cool is our audience can hear it right now.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, but I mean, they're probably gonna tune off. He's an ugly fuck.
Yeah, I think he's a Viking looking like.
I don't think you know what a Viking looks like.
That dude.
No, I'm saying he's got. I'm saying he's got that like.
That's not
That
yo. what
looks
is
like
that?
Paul McCartney,
What is that,
actually,
bro?
doesn't it?
That's Paula McCartney.
What
Paul
the fuck is
McCartney.
that, bro? Who the fuck? You see that mic she
Yo,
has? Hey, look at that
This is
microphone.
the shit that I'm talking about.
That's our microphone though, right there,
Yes,
bitch.
it is.
The Shure
fuck is going on?
SM7B.
I can't like I can't fuck with somebody.
What
that's
is
like,
that, bro? You got a woman's neck and a man's chin.
He looks
Don't
like
make no sense,
Georgina
bro.
Washington.
Paula
Fucking,
McCartney.
What the fuck is that?
Holy shit.
Paula
Paula McCartney.
All right,
Like-
so we're wrapping this up. So again, where do we find you? At Melted Cheese Productions.
Yeah, so it's, my
Facebook?
Facebook is the best place at this
Facebook
point.
is primary Melted Cheese Productions.
Yeah.
Any interest in porn?
Are you you want to do a casting?
Yeah. There's your cast right here.
Well, we'll see where it leads us.
All right. Thank you, Caleb, for coming. This has
sir.
been
Bro,
fun,
thanks for
man.
having me. I've been wanting to do this for a
You know,
while.
sorry, it was a little unpolished. It's our first time back in a
First
minute,
time back.
but it was fun, man.
Glad on the first one.
I really appreciate you kind of your talk on religion. Usually, I'm like falling asleep with that, but you know your shit, so I'm interested.
I didn't want to really like